I'll have to have a little chat with little Paul in a minute because he's German heading already. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. That's a bit nasty. I'm not being nasty at all. Oh, apparently I've got something to... well, we'll wait till my gorgeous friend Janis comes on. Oh, no, that sounded really awful, didn't it? Anyway, wait, Janis is coming up in a minute. Shall we look at today's menu? Shall we have a look at today's menu? Coming up today with me, John Scott, second quarter birthday week still. At 8 o'clock, the Katie Jane collection with Janis Hobbs. Anything could happen, Janis, that is. 9 o'clock, House of Alistair. I've got something to tell you about that in a second. 10 o'clock, Joe Carter's Toy Box. And at 11 o'clock, we've got John Scott's special showcase. It's so special, I have no idea. Can I just explain? We think there might have been a little bit of a mix-up. Lovely Janis is here, so she'll be doing her show at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, House of Alistair. Alistair was supposed to be here today, but there's no sight nor sound of him, and we think there might have been... I'm not blaming him whatsoever. I've got the house, I haven't got the Alistair. So what I'm going to do is, he was going to do 2 hours worth of work. I'm just going to do all his fabrics and stuff in the 1 hour. Then at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing Joe Carter's Gorgeousness, which are all these. And then at 11 o'clock, I'll be doing John Scott's special. So I'll keep posting. I'll keep you posted on that. Anyway, would you like to get in touch? I'm sure you would. This is how you can do it. You can go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. And then what you do is you click on Watch the Programme Live. And then you see the little box there, it says Message Studio. You write a little letter in there. Keep it down to 140 characters because it will cut you off at your end. And don't send any negative messages about little Paul. Oh, I didn't mean it. He knows I didn't mean it. Oh, hang on. John is a nasty... Oh, blimey. What's a nasty pasty? OK. I could do with a pasty now, actually. It'd be quite nice. That's not how you spell pasty. Anyway, let's move on. So you right there. Now, you see, products... Can you see products from today's show there? They're all the products from yesterday's show. In a minute, they will all disappear, and everything from our show today will start appearing there. And you can click on them, pop them in your basket. Talk about putting them in your basket. If you scroll to the top of the page, you see there where it says Add to the Basket. They were the lovely hexes we had from the Alice Caroline collection. You click on there, pop it in your basket. Now, if you're watching yesterday, we had so many sellouts during the day yesterday. If you want something, then please make sure you check out your basket. You can check out as many times you like for one posting packaging for 24 hours at £2.95 P&P for 24 hours. Now, also, if you want to send us an email or if you want to send us a picture, then this is where you send it to studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com. Right, I've got loads of things. So before Janis comes on, I've got loads of things I need to rattle through. First of all, I've got so many birthday competitions. The first one is our daily competition. All you need to do with that one is buy something. If you buy one thing, it's a daily competition. So everybody who enters today, there'll be a prize tomorrow. Everyone who enters tomorrow, there'll be a prize the next day. So all you have to do is enter. If you buy one thing, your name goes into the hat once. If you buy 10 things, your name goes into that 10 times. And tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we will announce today's winner. So that means today... if you buy something, you could be within a chance of winning this. It's a bundle. Now, you see that book? You see that book? That is the most gorgeous hardback, big hardback book. And look at that quilter necklace. The Tatty Divine quilter necklace is in there as well. And that bag is gorgeous. I've seen it. It's on the desk next door. It's absolutely beautiful. So to be in with a chance of winning that, all you have to do today is buy something. Buy something from the telly, buy something from the web shop. Anything, you will be in with a chance of winning that. Now, that's the daily competition. We've got a weekly competition, which finishes on, the winner will be announced on Wednesday. For that, you just need to spend £30 over the week. That's all you have to do. And even if you've won one of the daily prizes, you're still entered into it if you spent £30 or more. Look at the prize. It's worth over £700. Sewing machine, fabric, all those gorgeous goodies there, scissors galore, fabrics, bag, sewing box, everything in there, worth over £700. So all you have to do to be entered into that one is spend £30 over the week. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put in any codes or anything like that. That's all you do. Now, very quickly, we've also had our block competition, where obviously you don't win something. What happened was we asked you for all the, for you all to send in, design and make a block, didn't we? Well, the panel of judges whittled it down to 8 finalists. Here are the 8 finalists. What you have to do, though, is you have to vote for your winner. So say you like number 8 best. What you do is you get your phone out and you put so 8 and you text it to 66777. And that will be a vote for that person, right? You can text voting, like I said. You can email help@sewingquarter.com. Help@sewingquarter.com is when you can do it by email. Or, of course, you can go to our Facebook page and you can comment on there and vote for your favourite on there. The winner, which will be announced on Wednesday, will win £100 worth of fabric. The runner-up will win £50 worth of fabric. And the 2 third places will win £25 worth of fabric. It's fantastic, isn't it? Also, I did ask Hayley for my little tin earlier. I'm not sure where it is. I'll show you in a minute. It's in the trolley. It's in the trolley. It's in the trolley. Excuse me. No, it's not in the trolley. No, it isn't. It's not in the trolley. Anyway, I'll show you in a minute. Everybody who buys something, while stocks last, you get this little tin. Hayley's going to find it for me now. Go on. You can't see you there. It's fine. Chris is having the day off. Jay's still poorly, so Hayley's doing floor today. Oh, there it is. It's the same place as Little Paul's tea. You can't expect her to make tea. She's your boss. Oops. Everybody, until stocks last, gets one of these. Now, it's not with every order. It's only 1 per customer. But when you get yours, is that me wobbling or is that you wobbling? Every customer will get one of those, but it goes by customer, right? Until stocks last. Yours will be full of jelly beans. Okay, all right. Yours will be... full of jelly beans. Natasha's eaten all my jelly beans. Full of beans, full of beans, full of beans. Right, come on over. We're not seeing Janis yet. You're going to see the fabrics first. You're going to see the fabrics first. I've just got to clear a space because Janis has put all her stuff out. Lovely, my friend Janis. Right, you'll know why I'm going on like that in a minute. Very quickly, I'm just going to go through brand new fabrics. Brand spanking new fabrics we've got here. Look at these. We love these. Look at these. Now, they're McCall. Katie Jane, she designs for McCall. These, oh, hang on, that says turquoise bouquet. You've got it in a different order to me. No, I told you the order yesterday. I've got turquoise bouquet next. There was red bouquet. Yes, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Red toile fabric, this one. Toile de joie. It is. I'll ask Janis what that means in a minute. She's fluent in French. $5.99 for half a metre. It's 100% cotton. It's gorgeous. Messages coming in already. Deborah, morning, John. Loving the shirt this morning. I'm out of bed. She's out of bed already. Ready with her cup of tea. Deb's in Norfolk. Morning, Debs. Another quick message then. Lynn, happy birthday. Loving you being on Sky. So much easier to watch and record for later. Lynn, thank you, Lynn, my love. I get in and I watch it at night time. Not when I'm on, obviously. I don't watch that. It's rubbish. Here we go. Isn't that lovely? Katie Jane Turk. Now, hang on. Why was the red version called toile and the blue one is just called floral? Right, hang on a sec. We'll just check. Sorry, everybody. I have to warn, we've got major gremlins in the system today. We've got Janis. She's not a gremlin. Janis is my very good friend, you know. Okay, Little Paul's very wrong. He's got it wrong this time. So which one did you get it wrong with? Oh, there you go. That's the toile, $5.99 in the blue. I'll go through these again. Look at it closely. Look, that's beautiful. That's very subtle, isn't it? Gorgeous. Right, next. Now, this next one, it's one on its own. It doesn't come into any other colourway. It just comes in this one colourway. It's like the teal background with like a red flower, red and white flower. Isn't that lovely? It's called Garland. Oh, that is like one of the Mandy Shaw garlands, isn't it, from yesterday, from her Easter book. There you go. Turquoise garland, $5.99 for half a metre. I'll go through these fabrics again. I need to get going because I want to Janis to start on her project. Oh, these are lovely. Right, this one comes in 2 colourways. I'll show you both the colourways so Paul can differentiate. We've got a tealy one and like a lime greeny one. Turquoise, this one's called, the tealy one. Okay, so this is turquoise. The tealy one is called turquoise. Ditsy. I love that. Wouldn't that be lovely as a blender? Okay, and then the lime green one, I love this one. Love this one. Look. Brand spanking new. That's lovely, isn't it? $5.99 for half a metre. 100% cotton, machine washable, 44 inches wide. Lovely. All of those, Paul said just like him, yeah, he's 44 inches wide. And machine washable, but we wouldn't try. Yeah, but he did shrink in the wash, didn't he, Janis? Don't interrupt, Janis. Oh, look at this one. Oh, you've got a lovely surprise in store. Janis got a new hairdo today. Can you hear her giggling in the background? There we go. That's the turquoise multi-floral. That's lovely, isn't it? Then we've got the red multi-floral. This is nice. This is very essence of Laura Ashley, I'd say, this one. Look. Oh, nice. I've only got it. We had the blue multi. I've only got it in this colour. Okay. Just 2 seconds while the graphics come in. We had the blue one and the red one. You might be, no, the one you're getting confused with is coming up. We've got ivory red and turquoise coming up in another floral. Okay? Oh, okay, so that's pink floral. So what was the last one called then? Because you put multi in that one. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Okay, then I've got this one. There's two versions of this one. I'll show you the two different versions. We've got the tealy turquoisey blue and the ivory. That's the only two I've got in those ones. This is ivory bouquet. I'll show you that one first. Well, that's why I've put them in this order, so they came together. That's ivory bouquet. And then I've got the same one, but in like a blue background with purple flowers. Okay? So, sorry about this, everyone. Then the last one, I've got three exactly the same fabrics, but in different colours. Now, these do look like bouquets. The red one first, which is Janis is using in her project. This is nice, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be clash with my shirt, this one a little bit, won't it? This is red, bouquet. See, that's bouquet, not the last one. This is red bouquet. Okay? Then I've got the same fabric in two other colours. So I've got blue, bluey turquoise bouquet. That's lovely, isn't it? Turquoise, yeah, turquoise bouquet, because it also comes in ivory. But now there's been a bit of a mix-up with the names. So, okay. I've got the ivory one here. Oh dear. Janis, we'll be in a minute. You're nearly taking up your whole hour at this rate. Do you know what? Do you know what? Let me come back to the fabrics. Let me go to the bundles. Let me go to Janis's bundles. I do apologise. Let me come back to that because I need to get Janis going. Otherwise, you know, you have to crank her up in the morning to get her going. You know what I mean? Come with me, because this is the gorgeous bag that Janis has made. Look. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bag that Janis has made. Isn't that lovely? Right, okay, so I've got two bundles, right? Let me just put that there. I've got the bundle that makes that bag is this bundle here. Now what you get is you get 3 meters in total, but you don't get a meter of each. You get 1.5 meters of the red. You get 1 meter of the red floral one, the bouquet, red bouquet, and you get 1/2 meter of the ivory with red flowers on. And then you've got the thread, and you've got the zip for £31.49. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, the thing is, look at that bundle, right? Even if you don't want to make a bag with it, isn't that the most gorgeous bundle? Okay, now, we've also got another option for you, which there's the red one that you just saw. Now, this one is beautiful. So this one, you get 1.5 meters of the teal. You get 1 meter, look at that gorgeous, now that is bouquet on turquoise. And then this lovely one here, which is the same as the red one, but in the turquoise. Plus the thread, plus the zip. £31.49. There you go, there's the bundle there. Isn't that lovely? That's elegant, that's classy, that's fabulous. Okay, now you need a pattern. If you're gonna make this lovely bag that Janis has made, you're gonna need a pattern. There it is, McCall's tote bag, a sewing pattern in a slash in 3 sizes. I wonder why there's a slash there. In 3 sizes, £7.49. Let me show you the back there. I'll take it with me. Okay? Right, let's go and meet Now, are you all sitting down? Janis has got a new hairdo. Is it a hairdo, little Paul's asking? Or is it a work of art?
It's a work of art, John and Paul. How's my bestie?
Good. Shall we get out of the way straight away?
Yeah.
Someone's complained.
About John.
About me calling Janis an old bag.
Which I am.
Yeah.
No, but me and John have known each other now 12 months.
Yes.
So we have a lot of banter, a lot of fun, all done in humour, whatever you say.
Tell them, not me, tell them.
I've worked with builders all my life.
I'm not a builder.
He's not a builder. So I'm used to this humour. So, and John and me are like that.
Yeah,
so
also, you don't hear what she calls me in the office out there.
In the green.
So now listen, I'm sorry if I upset you. It was only one person, was it? One person said, oh, John called her an old bag and that's not very nice. It's all said in complete affection. We're mates, we're good, we're banter. Yeah,
all the time. So ignore, when he says about old bag and everything, it's all done in fun.
Yes.
So that's the main thing.
But she's just admitted she's old and she's a bag.
So
now, can we quickly, before we go on to the bag, can we just discuss the hair? Don't. I had to go to my Auntie Lynn's last night and she had to rescue me. Why did she have to rescue you?
I do accounts, as everyone knows, and I had 4 assessments to do by Wednesday because of the cut-off. Yeah. So I didn't have time in the end to go and get my hair done, which was all planned and everything. So I said to my other half last night, because last week's show, my hair wouldn't spike up, so it needed cutting on top. So I said to my other half last night, get the clippers and cut my hair. And the result was that. Right. So you had to drive halfway across Birmingham. 10 o'clock. I had to drive to the other side and say to me, Auntie, I need help. So she rescued me. Oh, well, I think it looks lovely. I like this bit here. I thought it was like Peaky Blinders as well, which is the famous Birmingham show. So, I love me Peaky Blinders. Do you not need to wear a flat cap with Peaky Blinders? Well, I could have worn that, couldn't I? Jason Gardner did that for years when he had his hair transplant. Anyway, Nora, morning job with a fabulous birthday week so far. What did we do before sewing quarter came along? Looking forward to the rest of the week. Lots of love, Nora. Exactly. Right. So, Janis, this bag is gorgeous, isn't it? It's beautiful. And the Katie Jane fabrics are beautiful as well. The fabrics are stunning, yeah. Yeah, McCall's always really good as well. Quality, so, and it's all very good quality. So, the first thing you have to do... Quick question before we start. Beginner, intermediate or advanced? Intermediate. Oh, straight away, intermediate. Intermediate, because the bags I've been doing so far, they've been front, back, boxy, and that's it. Yes. This one has got the zip in the middle. So this is now, you're coming a bit with the pockets inside. So now we're coming a bit more technical. Yes. But that's a lovely finish. It's a lovely if you can get the hang of it, that's a really... Get the hang of that. Oh, there you go, a still of it there. It's brilliant, that finish. It's absolutely lovely. Now, that was me having a first attempt at it. Oh, OK. So, but I have been sewing a long time. Yeah. So it did turn out quite well. So I wouldn't give this a beginner. Make a few bags and then have a go. But I'm going to try and explain that in its simplest form today. Yes. So bear with me, because I might make a mistake. OK, but so what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on the zip bit, but you're going to just talk us through up to this stage, aren't you? So you actually cut your fronts, your back and the sides, and it's one big piece on the sides. Yes. Which I'll show you on the lining. And then you have to fusible fleece. I've got fusible fleece here. Oh, little balls like that. I can't do fusible fleece yet. So this is where you use the fusible fleece on the inside of the back. Yeah. So, and then you do your straps. Every other piece is interfaced.
Right.
But with just normal interfacing.
Interfacing, yeah.
And the pocket on the front, that's actually interfaced as well.
Okay.
So the pocket's ever so simple, and you just put that on and pin it on until you put the strap on.
Okay, so before you stitch the bottom bit, you've got the side panel. You've put the pocket on it, raw edges down there, raw edges here. Then you put the straps over the top of the raw edges there. Brilliant.
And then you put that on afterwards.
Then you put like the gusset on afterwards.
Yeah,
yes.
but I'm going to show you that on the actual lining.
Okay, on the lining. Okay. And do you on both sides, or just no? The pocket's just on one side.
Just on the one side.
Okay, brilliant.
And that's the other side. And then where you can now this is where we can use the seams, right? Which is my. I don't know if little Paul's there.
Oh yes, there's little Paul. You can put the graphics
that one in.
So the seam
right is my little Bible.
Yeah.
Because you've got all the measurements like 5/8, quarter of an inch, half an inch, 3/4 and an inch there, and then in the middle you've got a buttonhole holeless guide. So, and it's steel, and it's just a brilliant,
and it fits in your purse. Yeah,
it's just a brilliant piece of kit. This one, and I absolutely love it. So you can use this to go down your machine. Or
just to mark out seams and hems and everything. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Even though you've got your markings on the machine anyway.
Yes, no, but it's
that
easier.
is so useful to have.
Oh, also, what little Paul misses, we just talked about the fusible fleece as well, which with H640, which comes in a metre square. I haven't got it in a bag today, but it's just you just literally iron it onto your fabric like you do with a normal interfacing, but this is fleecy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a lot thicker.
And it gives the body, doesn't it, to the bag?
Well, I did actually do it on the actual zip part as well on that one. I made that bag a bit thicker. Okay. So that's it. So that's as far as we go there.
There's no lining in it yet.
No lining in yet. The next stage is working on the zip.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing we do, that's part of the lining. First thing we do, you've got 220s and you've got the fold line marks.
When you say 220s, that's pattern number 20,
pattern number 20. And you've got your actual markings, your notches, and that's your middle fold line. Okay. Now, I've done that because we're going to fold it, but I'll show you. But the first thing we do on both of them, we have to press the seams closed, more or less.
Have you put the iron on? Oh, we've got a new thingy. That's new, isn't it?
Put the iron on.
Yeah, no, because that had switches on it before, didn't
So all you do, all the way round, I'm doing it all the way round.
Hang on, there you go.
Is we just press in.
Yeah.
Quarter
Let me move my glass.
So I'm just, again, if I have the seams right.
Yeah. I've got the message, Paul.
So where's the quarter of an inch on there, which is there. So this is where you can use your seams right as well, but I'm just going to do it if you can see that.
Yeah, so what's that? Can you see that,
That's a quarter of an inch.
Hang on, we're just coming in now. There you go, there you go.
Can you see it? So that's your quarter of an inch there. So what I'm going to do now is just guesstimate for quickness.
Penny, can you confirm the meterage in the red bag, please, as the details are only showing 2.5 metres? Yeah, you definitely get 3. You get 1.5 metres of the red inside. Let me open this one up. You get 1.5 of the red lining. You get 1 of this red here, and you get half of the cream with the red print on. 3 metres you get. Where's it saying 2.5, Pen? Let me know on the web. Is it on the website? It says 2.5. Oh, little Paul's just looking now, Pen. Pen will be right, because she's always right, Pen. And then, I'll let little Paul do that, and then there's another message apparently to say. Oh, so you're turning the edges of all of them in?
Yeah, all of them in.
Right.
So it's just a quarter of an inch. All the way around.
All right. Jill sent in a message just going, John and Janis. That's it. Doesn't say anything else, just John and Janis.
We do have a lot of fun.
No, here you go. John and Janis, you do make me laugh. You're obviously good mates. Your new hairstyle is a designer masterpiece.
Ooh, well done, Lynn.
No, that's Jill. That's Jill. And then,
no, but I'm on both my arms.
Oh, yes, your auntie,
yeah. She really
And Lorraine, crazy Lorraine is this, yeah. Morning, John and Janis. Love the bag. Hang on, I love the bag more than your haircut.
She don't like the haircut.
Hang on, I love the bag more than your haircut. That's a bit rude, isn't it? Now, we'll get complaints about that now, won't we? And then she says, but you're so funny. Well, that's...
No, it doesn't matter.
That's more important.
I never take offence. That's it.
Okay. Oh, you don't?
Never take offence.
Exactly.
So,
Joe, love the banter. Love the banter, the show and the projects. Keep it up. You're a real tonic, Joe from Sweden.
There we go.
There you go. Right.
So the next thing you do,
some sewing.
You get the zip.
Right.
And what we have to do with the zip, you have to whip stitch the end of it. Now, when I went to the College of Fashion, they always used to iron the zips first. They always iron the zips.
But in those days, they were metal zips, though, weren't they?
No, it's only a few years ago I went to the College of Fashion, you cheeky hound.
Well, no, I'm only going back when I was at college.
Yeah, they press the zips. Did you ever know them press the zips?
We never used, at Wimbledon School of Art, we never did zips.
Oh, right. No, you said that last time, didn't you?
They terrify me, zips.
They terrify me as well.
So what are you doing, Janis?
Just whip stitch in the end.
Okay.
Just a few stitches.
Oh, just stitching it closed. Yeah.
Closed, that's it. So push that down there, into the back.
Lovely.
And that's my left-handed scissors.
You definitely get 3 metres of fabric, Pen, my love. Does it say 2.5 on the web? Oh, it says 1.5 on our web.
Right.
Oh, I tell you what's happened on the web is what I get on here. No matter what the meterage is, on my screen, it always says there's 1/2 metre of everything. So it's saying here you get the thread, the red bouquet fabric, the red toile fabric, and the spectrum solid fabric, all 1/2 metre of each. That's what it's saying, yeah. And the zip. But you are getting, I'm guaranteeing you're getting 3 metres of fabric. Thank you, Penny, for bringing that to our attention.
So what you have to do, on the one side, you open it out, and you have to put the zip. See the seam line there?
The bit you've creased, the
actual
bit,
that's the seam line. Right. And what you've got on the zip, you've got a line. Apart from the actual zip there, you've got another mark in there.
Right.
So what you do, you put that onto that seam line.
So the line that's on the zip, that's about 1/8 of an inch in from the teeth.
From the teeth.
You put that line on your folded line.
Put that on the folded line.
Your crease line,
And then you pin it.
Pin it.
And then we have to tack it.
Okay.
And then we're going
to tack it by hand or tack it by machine?
I'm going to do it by hand.
Okay.
So we just do the tacking.
Pinning.
And then I'm going to put the zipper foot, so that line again onto the seam line.
Yeah.
Through to the other side. If you bear with me.
That's little Paul saying that. Bear with me, bear with me.
That's it. So just keep it going down. I still keep saying that's it, don't I? And do that, and then we're going to machine down that line. But on this side, I'm going to baste it.
Okay.
So that you can just see what to do. Because if you're new to zips, again, it's always best just to baste.
Yeah, of course.
Them on before you machine them.
Now, Lucy always uses our glue gun, our glue stick to put hers in. To start with, yeah. It was Lucy. Yeah, it was Lucy, wasn't it? Yeah. I need to lots and lots of new buyers coming in today. I just need to tell you, putting it in your basket is fine, but putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee that you've got it. It's only yours when you either ring the call centre or you check out your basket, which is why we have the check out as many times as you like during the day thing, because if you want it and it sells out, then basically, if we've got 10 left and 12 people put it in their basket, the first 10 when they come to check out will be fine. Then 2 people will get a message saying, sorry, out of stock. Lots of people miss out. In fact, on Facebook last night, lots of people said, oh, I'm just watching the repeat. We're going to have to work on that because there's so many viewers now that we're on Sky as well. So we will have to work on that.
I don't want to hit you in this needle.
No, you carry on stitching that then, Janis.
I should have done this quicker than
These fabrics are gorgeous. Brand spanking new fabrics. I've lost weight, right, and my belt is too big for me now, so I have to stick it down with a bit of silver tape. The silver tape today has lost its stickiness.
I'm putting weight on.
You've got mine then, Janis. You don't look like you put weight on.
I've put weight on. I'm putting weight on, and I don't know why I need to lose it.
Because you're eating too much, maybe, Janis. You carry on stitching that, Janis.
I will. So then we're just going to machine it down afterwards, so we get to there, and then we get the zipper foot on the machine to machine it down. That's it. Okay. Now, I'm going to use the cotton that's on the machine, but on that actual one I changed to white.
Oh, yes, of course,
But I'm going to do it in that on the machine so that you can see it.
Right, now, do you need to put, you change your foot to the zipper foot,
Change the foot to the zipper foot, which is that one.
This machine that Janis is using, by the way, it's gorgeous. The one I use. Joe Carter owns it. Lucy owns it. It's a 680. And this weekend, we've got a special deal with it, which I'll tell you about in a second.
Now, I don't know. I'm not too sure how to just change. I'm going to go that way, I think.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not too sure how to change the needle over. So, is it? Oh, hang on. No.
No, that's not it. That's your needle down positioning.
Is that the other?
You need to do it over.
I can just.
Here. It's in this one. Are you all right there? Oh yeah, you're all right there.
I'm all right there. I'll just go there. So, because I always use the 540. This is the first time. Well, a few times now I've used the. Is it sorry? That's it.
That's it. You're off, Janis. You're off.
This is the first time really I've used the 680. It's nice.
Yeah,
I've just got to get used to it.
I used it to make all my toiles for my dressmaking show last week and the week before, and it's just fantastic.
It's a nice machine.
Yeah.
So that's the actual zip bunny
okay.
on that one side. So then what you do, you fold the zip over.
Right.
I don't know what happened
I'm a bit confused. You're right.
Here, yeah, it's just a bit. Right, and then what we have to do is just take them tackings out with that.
Yeah, quick and pick, which lights up, back in stock.
And then what you have to do, John,
is
you have to fold the bottom, and everybody else, you fold the bottom up into the middle along the fold line.
Oh, I've got no idea what you're saying. I'll wait till you say it.
That's it. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Right, okay.
Okay.
So, you've got the fold line here.
On your actual piece,
On the actual piece where the actual tailor stacks are. So what you do, you fold that down and up to
the edge of the zip, where your fabric is before.
That's it.
Wow.
Okay. So if you look at that, then what we're going to do is pop that then. Of course, we can press that down as well.
Yeah.
So where you've pressed the other side, this is why you press to both sides.
Yes, because then you're not turning under. It's a nice clean edge, isn't it?
So then
I've never seen a zip put in like this before.
No, well, I just thought it's really a nice. That's why I said bear with me, because I've only done it once, like this. So fold it down. But what we have to do then is go back to the edges.
Yeah.
And just tuck them in, fold them in.
Oh, okay.
To get a nice finish, because then we're going to top stitch it down. Okay, so once you've pinned it down, like so, what I always then just do is undo that pin a bit there.
Oh, because you've got creases at the end as well.
And I've got to just fold that in.
On the crease line again.
Yeah, but I need to just snip that end of that zip.
Right.
There. Just so I can get that fold in. And that's what we're going to do, is then top stitch.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
So this bit's so fiddly. This is why I was saying it's more to do with intermediate, because it is fiddly, this bit.
So you turn that all in.
Turn that in.
So has it got the zip top is inside there, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Got it.
And the zip top.
Oh. She got it caught on her little
jumper.
Fluffy top.
Well, I had to wear this top because I needed a scarf to hide my hair.
A scarf to hide your hair?
Hide my hair. And I wore big earrings as well today.
Do you know what you could have done? You could have worn... Have we still got those turbans in the other room?
Don't you dare.
Oh, no, they're lovely. They're lovely turbans. Right, what are you doing next?
So that's your zip, look.
Yeah, perfect.
So then what you do then is you normally baste it and you're going to top stitch it down.
Okay. Are you going to do that straight away?
So if I do that now...
All right.
So I'll just do it with this zipper foot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I'm going to do the other side.
Well, you're going to need... Will you need the zip foot for this? You go down the side of the zip, or could you do it with a normal foot?
You can do... Well, I did it with a normal foot yesterday. So, again... And what I always do at this stage with top stitching, I never double back on the stitching.
Right.
I always...
Oh, you need to feed that through a bit.
Let me undo it a bit.
I've read Nora's out. Nora, Janis and John love the hair. Janis, love the banter. Please don't stop. Let's love Nora.
We won't.
Is Mo been in touch?
We won't.
No, Mo's hasn't come through yet.
Right, let's try.
Andrea's has come through. New viewer and loving the shows. Thank you, or is that Andrea? Great tips and demos. Wish I lived next door to Janis. The noise coming from her house. You wouldn't want to live there. John, do you make any of your fabulous shirts? No, I don't. I could if I'd really worked at it, but I don't. But thank you, Andrea. Christine, morning. Love you two together. See? I can always guarantee a laugh. Can you tell me how long the zip is? Thanks for the great shows from
12
Chris.
centimetres. No, 12 inches.
I was going to say 12 centimetres.
But it's all according on what size bag you make.
Oh, but in the kit, you get a 12-inch bag.
Yeah.
A 12-inch zip. What was Mo's again? Proper pinning and tacking. Yeah. Janis is a woman after my own heart. Oh, Mo, thank you. She likes my shirt. This is one of my oldest shirts. A bit big for me today as well.
Ooh, look now, girls and guys. Is
what did you just say?
No, look what he's doing now. He's
No, well, the thing is, Janis, right?
bragging about his weight loss.
No, I haven't lost any weight at all. I still weigh exactly the same.
Oh, really?
My clothes are just too big.
Oh, right.
Well, no, because I haven't been to the gym for months because it got too busy, didn't it?
Yeah, true. Hang on a minute. This has come out. This has come out, yeah. It's okay. I'll just...
We're all right, we're all right, we're all right.
We're okay. I just need to tidy that up afterwards. There we go. So that's your one side done. So we do exactly the same to the other side. But this I didn't fold in.
You do what?
I needed to fold this side in as well. Yeah. I think I needed.
While you do that, I'll just show you the pattern.
Okay.
£7.49. A brilliant, brilliant, brilliant pattern. 3 different sizes. Which size did you make, Janis?
The large, both large.
Oh, so you did this one at
the largest one.
That's it there, but you can't tell the size from that, can you? I'll just show you on the pattern. There you go. So you get the large, the medium, and the small, but it's all the same bag. So there must be different pattern pieces for each of the bags.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's a lovely bag.
So they've got 3 different fabrics on the outside. We've obviously only got 2 fabrics on the outside of ours, but you could put a 3rd one if you wanted to.
Okay.
Well done.
I had to push that through.
Okay.
And then you do this other side exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do that exactly the same, and I did
Morning, John and Janis. Are you going to be showing the rest of the Katie Jane range? All the ones I've got, I'll show you, yes. Thanks for your company this weekend. You're more than welcome, Julie, my love.
So again, we do exactly the same with the other side, with the zip, right sides together, so the zip's face down, which I never said last time.
Say that again?
The zip's face down, right sides together.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I never said that last time.
Okay.
So,
in the 11 o'clock show, Julie, I'll be really thoroughly going through all these, so I don't want to take away from Janis's time. So keep watching till the 11 o'clock show, and I'll go through all of them. We'll do a waft and everything in the 11 o'clock show.
Okay, so do exactly the same, but this time I'm just going to pin it.
Okay.
And go for it.
All right, then.
Pin it.
Sheila, please thank the call centre for their help with my wobbly ordering. Wobbly, that's a funny word. Anyway, Sheila, they're brilliant, aren't they? Thank you, and thank you for letting us know. You know what, in this day and age, people find it so easy to complain, don't they? But very seldom will people take the time to, and that's what I love about our customers and our viewers here. But our call centre are worth it. They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant.
They're great, aren't they? So, there we go. So I've just pinned that exactly the same, tack it, and then we're going to machine down that side. So
right, while Janis is sewing that, I just mentioned very briefly, while Paul was in the little meeting a minute ago, we've got a special deal for the sewing machine for this weekend or until stocks last. Right. The machine always costs you £999, full stop. That machine just costs £999. But today, you can, if you buy the machine for £999, we're going to send you a 6.5 metre quilt kit, so 6.5 metres of fabric, some wadding, and some thread, and the instructions of how to make a Bargello quilt. And it's the sorbet, the gentle, you can see the colours on there, but they're also in front of Janis's machine. So you're actually either think of it as saving £57.98, or you're getting £57.98 worth of freebies. Really. Nice, isn't it? And it's a brilliant machine. It is a brilliant machine. So Janis has got hold of it.
So if you do pin it and you want to risk it, just use your seam ripper to just guide that cut.
Well, no, we did bring it out earlier, Paul. That's right. And I said we'd bring the graphics in later, but I'll just show you. The seam ripper, £7.99. Now, if you're thinking, oh, £7.99, John, look. Always sells out whenever we get this. It's an LED light. It's an LED light there. There's a little switch on the side there, and then the batteries come with it in there. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, I'll give you that back, Janis.
Okay, it's great. I love my seam ripper.
Yeah.
Always keep my seam ripper there.
Oh, okay.
So then, all you do, turn it round to the front.
Yeah.
Put your fabric as close to the zip as you can.
Yeah.
There. Oh, hang on. I'm jumping the gun.
No, so something else.
I'm jumping the gun.
You are?
It was this first.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. It's this first.
Is that what you did wrong last time?
I told you I'd go wrong, didn't I?
No, you haven't gone wrong, Janis. You haven't gone wrong.
So what you do, fold it in again.
Yeah.
Fold it in, and then...
Fold it over. So I fold this end in, then like that.
Thank you. Okay. There we go. Hang on.
Okay.
That's right, yeah.
What do you mean?
Did I do it the other way? No.
Sorry, Janis.
No, take no notice. So, I'm just thinking.
Don't worry, Janis, you carry on going.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Paul's giving me messages, that's all.
That's it. It's there. That's it. Goes to underneath. Okay. And then we top stitch it.
Okay.
See how I've forgotten?
But you haven't got the pattern or the instructions in front of you, have you?
No.
Whereas...
So you fold it in.
So this one's going underneath. This one's going underneath the zip.
But that one, did you see? If you look. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course it did. Just.
See, I've forgotten, but the pattern will tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having to remember, you see, and I knew because I haven't done this before, so.
But hang on, where's that? What happens to that edge there? Let's just check.
What do you mean?
You see, they're both. Right, I'm not picking on Janis, I promise. I'm just saying, you fold it that way. You've got your raw edge sticking out here, but on your real one here,
I haven't.
There's no raw edge there, so I think that needs to fold over. Does that not need to fold over like that?
Should do. That's what I did first, didn't I?
No, that one goes underneath the zip. So unless that one has to go on top of the zip like that. I think maybe what you should have done is that one should have folded on top of the zip, and that one should have folded on top of the zip.
See what I did? I tacked. You see?
Yeah.
So that should have gone on top of the zip. It's on the top of the zip, and I did it the wrong way around last time.
And then you need to cut that away, don't you, there?
Yeah.
Oh, I cut that left-handed scissors. I wanted to do that. And then I can fold that end under for you. Teamwork, Janis, teamwork.
I knew this was the trickiest bit.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to show the people. Because this is the viewers, because this is the trickiest bit to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tack this so we can top stitch it from the other side.
Yeah, there you go.
I think. That's lovely, John, thank you.
You might just need to tuck the little end bits underneath.
That's it.
There you go. Because if I show you on the real thing here, this is what Janis has done here.
I am going to tack this.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's what Janis has done there. And then if you open it, I'll just show you on the other side of the zip, everything's all encased inside. So the zip and the raw edges and everything are all inside there. Can you tell she's tacked it because there's still tacking stitches here, Janis? Look.
I always use the tacking.
You always use what?
The tacking.
Yeah. There you go.
But I did want to do the both sides as well to show people.
Yeah, don't worry. Jackie says, morning both, love the bag. Could you please hold up the blue bag as can't decide as which one to go with? Oh yeah, because the blue bag's not finished yet, but that's the blue one. And then the lining is...
that colour.
The teal colour. Let me just show you. I'll put the light... Oh, there you go.
Oh, sorry, John.
Look, sorry, Janis. That's the colour of the lining then, Jackie. So that's what you'd have in there, inside your lining. So that's your blue one. So you've got the lovely blue floral there, the blue bouquet there, and then that's your lining, and you'll just see a little glimpse of that inside. And then obviously that's the red one. You see, I think they say two different things, don't they? This is like a bit sassy girl about town, isn't it? Whereas this one's sophisticated and glamorous and stylish. So, Jackie, it depends which one you are. Okay, this is the blue one that's in here now. Ooh, just hit Janis in the face with her bag. And then the red one's going to come across the bottom of the screen now. Make sure you check out your basket.
One's Posh Spice and one's Jerry Spice.
Oh, now I knew she'd bring this up. I knew you'd bring this
together.
up. So what do you think about the Spice Girls getting back together?
I love them. I love them. And what I regret was not taking my daughter when she was a little girl. I took her to see Hearsay, but I never took her to see the Spice Girls. And she said to me a few years ago, Mum, why didn't you ever take me to see the Spice Girls yet? Because they were a favourite group, and I don't know why. I never did it. So when they got back together, I thought, ooh, but I'm just hoping they do a tour. 25. I said to Amy, she's got to stop on the phone all day. Wherever we are, we're stopping on the phone all day to get tickets. Because I really want to see them. So, because you know Jerry, don't you?
Yeah, well, I know her better than the others. I met them all because I was on a James Bond film. My friend Graham was the makeup artist for their film. Yeah. So I went to visit to the set for one day and got to meet them all and everything. And then, of course, I met them a few times after that, one this morning and everything. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
now I'm looking forward to it.
But £10 million each. And it said in the paper, Victoria's not going to sing. I wouldn't mind a contract, would you? I don't know if that's true. I'm only saying what I've read in the newspaper. But £10 million for not singing. I'd do that quite happily. I love it. Now, are they going to do new...
They couldn't get back together without her, could they?
I mean, but are they going to do new tunes, or are they going to just sing the old tunes?
I think they're going to do new tunes, because when I was sewing yesterday and listening to the radio, I know they've been with Simon Fuller, who manages them. Oh, and I think
they sacked him at one point, didn't they?
I think they're going to do
new tunes. And
yeah, but I was really pleased about them.
Oh, that's nice. But also they're going to need different names, aren't they? Because Baby Spice can't be Baby Spice anymore. Because is she 40 now?
She could still be Baby Spice.
Well, if Wayne, did you see Big Brother when they had to all be them, and Wayne was Baby Spice?
I love Wayne. Right, let me top stitch this down. No, I do. I love. I like Wayne Sleep. No,
you like the Spice Girls or Wayne Sleep?
Both. It was a good. I should have put the other foot on. It was a good Big Brother this year.
Yes, it was brilliant, wasn't it?
It was really good. So I stopped watching it because of it going, you know. I was done this the wrong way round, but hopefully. It's talking, I'm lethal when I start talking.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do this from the other side because it's been on top to make sure you do the stitching beautiful. So hopefully. Okay, that's done. And then what I normally do...
Okay, sorry, Janis.
I always leave a very long thread.
Yes, you do.
Because I then tie the ends. With top stitching, always tie the ends. Double thread.
Okay.
Or if there was one side and one the other, I then thread it through to the other side. So that's the one. That's done.
Perfect.
So then what we have to do is leave that to the side.
Yeah.
Then we have to start.
So how many minutes have I got? Sorry. 6. Oh, no, not 6 minutes. I've got. Yeah. How long have I got with Janis? Oh, okay, we've got 6 minutes, Janis. Oh.
Right.
Right. So, I think I might have to go home in a minute. Hello, Janis. Janis and John. I hope you're not working too hard, John. You've been in so much. Thank you, Angela, haven't I just?
Yeah,
that's Angela in Berkshire. Thank you, Angela.
So what they do with the pockets on the inside...
oh, it's bagged out pocket?
Yeah, it's bagged out. And then what they do, they don't... Normally, you slip stitch that close, but you don't. What you do, you line it up with the ends.
Yes.
Pop that on.
Yeah.
Do your seam. And you're just going to sew over that.
Yes. Oh, okay. When you're doing your top stitching, you sew over that. Okay.
So, do your pockets. Now, this is the lining we're doing now.
Yes, of course.
So
there's 2 pockets in the lining, one on either side then?
Yeah, so that's nice. What I should have done, but I'm rushing, so we won't do it.
Yeah, it's top stitch the top down.
Yeah, so you top stitch 1/4 of an inch, and then I always do an 1/8.
Now, you've only put one line of top stitching. Do they tell you just to do one line of top stitching around the pocket there? Yeah. Because I think I'd want to do two.
Now, yes, I did do...
I did two in the real one. Only if you've got two going across the top there. Sorry, I'll just show you.
It's best to do two.
You've got two going across the top there.
It's best to do two to strengthen it.
Yes, I do another, also just for aesthetics, I'd do another one around the bottom there.
And then on the actual bag, I actually stitched across there twice as well.
Oh, yes, yeah, on the handles.
You see, I did it on the actual one there, just to strengthen. You just go into your original stitching when you've gone across there and do it again, just to strengthen it, just to strengthen them straps. So then we're just going to machine.
These are the bundles. That's the bundle that Janis is using.
Now
that's the large blue bag bundle, and then what? Large blue bag bundle, even. And then you've got the one at the bottom is the red one, which is that one.
Now this foot is a walking foot, John, on the machine.
Say that again, Janis.
It's a walking foot, this one, and it's got a little guide at the side.
That's not the walking foot. That's the half. That's the quarter-inch foot.
Oh, I thought it was the walking.
No, the walking foot's the big bouncy one.
I thought it was the walking,
no, that's the
walking foot.
quarter-inch.
Sorry, it's because I don't know the machine.
No, that's fine. Don't worry.
And again, you just go down 1/4 of an inch, and then what I always do is walk the machine round, because you're going round a curve.
Right.
I always just stop, give it a twist, go round again.
Yeah.
Stop with the needle in, give it a twist, and I do that until I'm round the curve on the outside. Just keep twisting this as you go round, and you'll get the perfect. I'm doing it quick there, so that
don't worry, Janis.
So then, now this is the part where we're over the. Now sometimes this is where you need, if it just bumps up a bit, just push your seam ripper and push the crease out. And that's why I always use my seam ripper. I use this again more on this pattern than any of them. Yeah. And I think it's because of the fleece as well. So go round, 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 round. And that's it. And then again, walk it to the end, pull it off, and then you tie off the end, which I'm not going to do at the moment, okay? So then what we do then, you've got your actual, this is your sides.
Yes, like you gusset,
So you literally do the side, like so. Yeah. Around. And then you've got to do this both sides. Just trying to think about it.
We've heard from Alistair.
Oh, have we?
Yep. He overslept. He's on his way.
Oh, bless him. It's so easy to do, isn't it? I have so many clocks up and I have my mobile on, I have my alarm on, I have everything going on, I do. So again, you just feed this round. Yeah. The side. And you do the front exactly the same as I'm doing now. The front and the back. Once the straps are in, but you make sure you just stick your tacks in. So, okay. Again.
Okay. What time is it? We need done.
How are we doing? It's fine.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. No, not you. Stop trying to apologize. I didn't understand what his comment was.
So pin it.
Yes, no, but I'm just going to tell you something. All the people who set their, not sky boxes, but all your other boxes, the next hour won't record, unfortunately, because we're going to move it round, because the next hour is going to be Joe Carter's toys, and then you know, that's what I'm saying. It is Joe Carter's toys now. It was supposed to be Alistair, and then Alistair will be doing 10 and 11.
Now, it's on this bit that I needed this seam ripper a lot.
Oh, 30 seconds, Janis, you've got, sorry.
I'm annoyed I haven't been able to finish that off. Not to worry.
Just tell me very quickly, don't pin that in. How does that zip go into there.
You've got the placement lines right there. And what you have to do is put that placement line.
Oh, it gets sewn to the lining?
It gets sewn to the lining.
Oh,
so that's why I wanted just to finish the lining, and that's what you do. So these placement lines here, guys, this is so important because it was so confusing, it took me ages to work it out. So what that placement line is there, you have to place that on the placement line. Yeah. And then just machine stitch there.
And then how do you stitch it into the bag? You just stitch around?
And then you just attach it all afterwards. Right,
sorry, I'm sorry to rush you, Janice, but we're out of time completely.
And then you do it that way.
I see.
They're lovely. But I wanted to show that.
I know.
But
never mind. So, Janice will be back. When are you back? You're not back
16th.
16th of February. Just after Valentine's Day, you can bring all your Valentine's cards in and show us. I'm not here on the 16th anyway. Don't know what I'm saying.
And the 17th.
Don't go anywhere because after the break, I've got what should have been at 10 o'clock. I've now got at 9 o'clock doing Joe Carter's toys. I'll see you in 3. We're celebrating our birthday this week with 8 amazing competitions, and all you have to do for a chance to win is shop with us at Sewing Quarter. When you make your next purchase at Sewing Quarter from Wednesday the 31st of January until the 7th of February, you'll automatically be entered into our daily prize draw. The amazing prizes change every day and include stunning fat quarters, patterns, books, storage bags and tools. And that's not all. We're finishing the birthday week with a mega bundle of goodies to be won, worth over £700. Everyone who has shopped with us and spent over £30 during our special birthday week will be entered into a draw to win a final prize. An Elna Lotus sewing machine plus reams of fabric, prim accessories, storage and so much more. So join us for the celebration from Wednesday the 31st of January on Sewing Quarter and be in with a chance to win. Good luck!
When I first got into quilting, about 10 years ago now, all the fabrics I'd used up until then, sort of patterned fabrics, were always really standard stripes or spots. And then to discover all the prints that were really out there, and then to find Tula Pink, I instantly loved everything she did. Her work, the illustrations within the prints are amazing, but then also you have all the colours she uses, they're so bold and vibrant. And to find somebody that can blend the two, the illustration and the colour, I just think her work is so inspirational. She's one of those designers, I look at her fabric and immediately want to create something with it and want to begin making. A lot of the things I've made with my Tula stash have been gifts for other people. So these cushions were a gift for my mum this Christmas. I absolutely love this range of fabric. Her designs are whimsical, but with an edge. If they're not cutesy, and all the details in this fabric I particularly loved, and so did my mum. So she got these for Christmas, and because I loved it so much, I am also working on a quilt version of it for me, which hopefully will be done by this coming Christmas.
Join Tula for her Sewing Quarter debut on Wednesday, the 7th of February. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
So we're going to show you how to do a backstitch. Now a backstitch is a great one to use when you haven't got a sewing machine available, but you need to repair or fix a garment. And the backstitch is a really strong stitch to do that with. First of all, you need to start with the wrong side of the fabric first. So I'm just going to place my needle through to bring it through to the front. And then you're going to go backwards. So I'm going to do quite big stitches here so you can see what I'm doing. So that's the first stitch. Now this time you're going to come and bring your needle through, but the same distance as your stitch. And then you're going to go into the first hole that you came out and then go back through to the back. And then I'm going to come all the way over again, the same distance, and then through again, and just keep repeating that process. So this is my final stitch now. So as you can see, there's my row of back stitches, and if I just turn that over for a second, you can see that it's almost as if it's double stitched on the back. So you can see it's a really secure stitch to do when you haven't got a sewing machine to hand.
Happy birthday, Sewing Quarter. Thank you for welcoming me into your family.
Sewing Quarter is the UK's first TV channel dedicated to sewing and quilting. On air and behind the scenes, our team of top industry experts work hard to bring you tons of exciting projects. Whether you're into dressmaking, bag making, piecing, patchworking or quilting, you'll learn something new every day from our talented guest designers and fabulous presenters. Our online shop is packed with tools, haberdashery essentials and fabulous fabrics, from simple solids to designer gems. And with our 30-day money-back guarantee and single daily postage charge, you can shop with confidence. So tune in daily on Freeview 78, Sky Channel 678 and shop online at sewingquarter.com.
On Monday, Jenny Smith will reveal the new Fruity Friends fabric range from McCall, with a super cute set of tropical cushions designed by Lynn Goldsworthy. The Fruity Friends print include quirky cactus and flamingo designs, plus pineapples, cherries and apples, and coordinating florals and gingham. Jenny will share heaps of ideas on using this new bright and bold fabric. The panels for bunting and cushions are easy to use and great for adding a splash of summer sunshine to your home all year round. So join us at 10 AM on Monday the 5th of February for this fun new show with Jenny Smith, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Oh, so much going on, so much going on. I've got so much to tell you. Very quickly, before I start with the Joe Carter, have a look at this lovely picture. Got all of those coming up, all of those coming up. Right, so before I do all those, I've got the competitions to tell you about. The first competition is the daily competition. Oh, I need to breathe, hang on. The daily competition, all you need to do to enter that competition is to buy something. Whether you buy one thing, your name goes in once. If you buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 times. Look at that prize. Look at that gorgeous prize. You've got the quilter necklace there from Tatty Divine. You've got the K Facet Bold Blooms. That is a really big, lovely, hardback coffee table book. Look at that gorgeous bag as well. All of that could be yours. All you have to do is buy something today. Now, at 11 o'clock today, I'll be announcing the winner of yesterday's competition. And they got lovely, I'll show you later, a lovely bundle of goodies that they're going to get at 11 o'clock today. So that's the first competition. The second competition is if you buy, spend £30 over the week, if you spend £30 over the birthday week, you will automatically be entered. Now, it doesn't matter if you've already won one of the daily prizes. If you spend over £30 over the week, look at what you could win. One person will win that bundle worth over £700. Yep. Just for buying something. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to enter you don't need to enter anything into any little box or anything like that. You just have to buy something, spend over £30 and you'll go into that prize. Also, all of our buyers, everybody who buys something, all of our customers this week, now there's only one per person, not one per order, just one per person. The little pin tin. The little pin tin. Now yours will arrive full of jelly beans. But once you've eaten the jelly beans, like Natasha at mine, if you remember on the birthday show, you use it as your little tin pin. And we're never going to sell those. That's only a birthday present from us. Very quickly as well, we've had the blocks as well, the blocks competition, where we asked you to design and make a block. You can vote for your favourite. The panel of judges has whittled it down to 8 finalists. There they are. All you need to do is text us the word "so" followed by the number of the one that you like the best. You can also email help@sewingquarter.com if you want to send it by email, or you can go on our Facebook page and you can vote there. The winner will get £100 worth of fabric bundle. The second place is £50 worth of fabric, and third and fourth place are £25 worth of fabric. Okay, Joe, you know how much you love Joe. We know how much you love Joe Carter's toys. So I'm going to start. I've got lots of bundles. You saw them all in the basket there. The ballerina, the doorstop, the bear in a bag, the rabbit with big ears, the elephant, the lovely mermaid, the robot. They're all coming up this hour. Obviously, we're not making anything. Nothing will be made this hour. So, yeah, no. Anyway, bear in a bag. This will be the green one, I presume. Right, hang on a sec, let me have a look. Yeah, that's this one, that's this one, that's this one. So what you get in the bundle for £35 and 49 pence is you get the instructions, the green fat quarter, the skein of embroidery thread, and the toy stuffing, the filling. Oh, hang on, you've got two skeins of that one. Just take that one out. £35 and 49 pence. There you go. So you get all of that. I'll move that a shot. There you go. Plus the bag of stuffing. £35 and 49 pence. It's brilliant, isn't it? Now, this is good. I'll show you. I'll take you through all of the instructions. Take you through all of the instructions there. Look how thorough they are. Everything you need to, and all the pattern pieces. You even get a picture of Joe, look. Now, there's enough to make, oh, now, hang on. Am I going to get this right now, little Paul? I think you can make 2 bears and 1 bag, or 1 bear and 3 bags, or something like that. But you can make more than 2 bears out of the bundle. There you go. Yeah, I've said all that. I've done the toy filling, I've done the embroidery. There you go. So you get the 5 fat quarters. So obviously in this one here, Joe's just used those 2 to make the bear and that one to make the bag. So she's got those 2 completely and utterly left over. It's lovely, isn't it? £35 and 49 pence. I'll just show you its little tail. Joe Carter's green. Now, it's all K facet, so that's the green one. That's the green one. But if you're thinking, oh, green's not really the colour for me, I'd like a red one. Well, it's the same bundle, but with a red fat quarter. There you go. So you get the fat quarter. I haven't got a red bear to show you. That sounds a bit rude then, doesn't it? I haven't got a red bear. Well, I'm a red bear, look, today. I haven't got a red bear to show you. So you get the 5-piece fat quarter, you get the toy stuffing, you get the embroidery thread, and you get the thorough instructions, £35 and 49 pence. Nice, isn't it? Imagine that's going to look gorgeous. Which of those 2 would you use? You see, I think I might save that one for the bag, and I might have the ovoid one and that one as my bear. Well, they're ovoids, aren't they, on there? Can you see the ovoids on there? Yeah, there you go. £35 and 49 pence. Now, if anybody knows the dates when the bear in the bag was made, because you have to know, because our computer's frozen again and won't tell us the date that they were made. But anyway. Okay, there you go. So they are your Cafe bear in a bag. Instructions, fat quarter, you get them in the red or the green. Okay, so what's next then? So the mermaid, is it now? The mermaid, here we go. Now, I did this show with Joe the other day. I love this look. It's the first time we've ever brought you, well, I call it twinkle chiffon, but the first time we've ever brought you organza. Unfortunately, I can't sell you the organza on its own. It's all in the kits, but we are working on getting some more. So it came in 2 colourways. Did she take the lilac one home? Because it wasn't quite finished, was it, the lilac? We had them both sitting on the desk, didn't we? She took the lilac one home to finish the lilac one. So this is, no, do this one first. This is aqua, this one. This is aqua, right? This is the real life. This is what a real life mermaid looks like, you see. Because it's got the aqua, exactly like that. The aqua one is a fantasy one. in my opinion. Right, so what you get in this, you get half a metre of each of the fabrics. Let me show you. This is my fantasy. No, this isn't the fantasy. This is real. This is real. Did you see me? I was wearing a mermaid tail when we did this show. Right, so you get half a metre of each fabric. You get half a metre of the biscuit, half a metre of the aqua, half a metre of the teal. You get the pink and the black embroidery thread. You get the thread. You get the twinkle chiffon. Look, I'll just hold this up. You can't buy this separately. You can only get this in the kit. But I have asked the buying department if we can get it. Now, when you iron this, use a cool iron. I dream of Jeannie, look. I dream of Jeannie. Very, very cool iron, because it is 100% nylon, that. So you get all of that, but then you also get... Now, this isn't the right felt, this one, because it's the gingery conker felt in this one. Okay, let's have a look at the still. Yeah, you see, it's the conker felt, not the brown felt. But you get the felt to make the hair with, right? You get the felt to make the hair with. Now, what, hang on. No, thank you. Where did that suddenly come from? There you go. You get the conker felt with it. Now, if you go to our website, I'll just check with Hayley that this is right. On the day, we sold a felt bundle, and we also sold felt pieces individually. So if you wanted to have different coloured hair, if you wanted to have blonde hair, if you wanted to have red hair, if you wanted to have black hair, we sold all the different felts. Go to the website, and you'll see all the felts on the side. There was one bundle with 5 different colours in, and then all the different colours all individually as well. So, and look at the way her hair's done. Jo said she'd done it like that, so it looked like it was ripples in the water. It's beautiful. I love this. It's got the little mermaid. Now, you need Bondaweb. You do need to, I thought, yeah, you need some Bondaweb. I thought it came with Bondaweb, but obviously not. You do need Bondaweb to do your, or a fusible adhesive, $24.99 to do that. It's lovely. Now, there's enough in there. Can I just tell you, there's enough in there to make at least 2 mermaids, maybe 3 if you cut very well, but only enough to make 1 hair. So you would need to buy more felt. There's only enough in the pattern, in the kit, to make 1 hair. And also this here, I need to explain, that is the darker, the aqua fabric with the organza over the top. And then Jo used an not embroidery machine, she used a fancy stitch. What am I trying to say? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? What are they called? The stitches on the sewing machine. No, not a zigzag. It's a scallop stitch, but it's one of the fancy stitches on your 680 machine. And then, of course, the feet, there's got a little bit of padding in there. You do get the filling as well. Didn't say that. You do get the filling. No, not that one. You get the filling as well. You do get the filling as well. Okay, that's the blue one. That's the aqua one. Make sure you check out your baskets, right? We also have it in the lilac, right? Now, this is more like a fantasy mermaid. This is obviously isn't the real thing, the real deal, this one. Because you get the 3 different colours, half a metre of each of the colours. You get the pink, you get the nude, and you get the lilac. Lilac, as our friend Caroline Lindsay would say. You get the 2 embroidery threads. You get the thread, and you get your half a metre of chiffon. And this one has lilac hair. This one has lilac hair. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, what day did we do those? It was on Friday. So if you go to YouTube, and look up Friday's show, she did the mermaid first. So I think it was 9 o'clock, the mermaid. Anyway, you can just go to the YouTube. Can I just say something? I'm just seeing Alistair in the next hour is making a kimono, right? And I haven't seen the real thing. He's just put it on the stand. It's gorgeous. It's completely gorgeous, that kimono. That's in the next hour. It's that I'll tell you in a minute. But we've got some that fabric is lovely. Oh, it's very shishi. Very, very shishi. Right, the bear in the bag was New Year's Eve. Christine let us know that one. Thank you, Christine. Are you going to wear it? You should be wearing that. I can't fit in there. Oh, we can't fit into it. I didn't say a word. Don't be writing in saying I'm insulting him. I didn't say a word. Right, okay. Lots of new buyers. Welcome. Oh, you get the instructions as well. The instructions here. Look at how thorough these instructions are. Look. There we go. Look at that. Look at all the patterns there. Now, as I said, I was a mermaid on Friday. That doesn't say there, that one comes with me. Right, okay, so I've done mermaids, have I? Oh, there I am, here I am. We didn't know, they're sold out now, they're sold out. Oh, I look dreadful, don't know what's the matter with my face. Remind me never to look down. Don't look like that. They're all staring at me now, going, what are you talking about? You always look like that. I love these. I completely and utterly love these. If you want these, you do need to check out your baskets, though. I'll update you as I go along. So now this, I've got to take this over here with me because we're going to the ballerina. Oh, no, I forgot to say, right? The ballerina, I think, is based on Joe Carter. Look at that face, right? That's Joe Carter. Just pass me the mermaid back, sorry. I think that she based the mermaid on Lucy Brennan. Look at Lucy Brennan's face on there. You can just see Lucy Brennan, can't you? We think it's the fringe. So that's, we think, is Lucy Brennan. This is obviously Joe. I'll put Lucy back in the trolley. Now, I've got two options for this. Now, I've never done the ballerina, and can I just say, on the Facebook page, and you know we've got a new Facebook page as well, Facebook fans. Go there, because it's brilliant. Everyone's putting pictures of everything they've made, right? So many of you have made this ballerina, and they're so cute, because they all look different. They all look completely different. They're gorgeous. There's one gentleman, what's his name? Oh, my brain today isn't working. He's 79 years old. Is he called Frank? Anyway, there's one gentleman, 79-year-old, just taken up sewing again, and he's made one of these. $26.99. So it comes in two colorways. So that one I've got there is the one with the kind of brown, conquery ginger hair. I'm not going there. £26.99. You get everything. Look, you get the stuffing, the embroidery thread, the thread. You get all the fabric. So how much fabric do you get in there then? Because you get the net as well. You get the net for the net to make the tutu. Look. So you got the net to make the tutu, and then I'm presuming it must be just half a metre of each of the other fabrics. £26.99. Half a metre of net, half a metre of spot on, half a metre of the nude, the embroidery threads. Loads going in the baskets, loads going in the baskets. Okay, so then we can move on. Now, if you wanted a blonde one, say, I've got the same kit. In fact, it's identical, apart from the hair. It's absolutely identical, but if you want the blonde one, well, I'm saying blonde. That's like Bette Lynch blonde, isn't it? That one, really. So there goes, leading lady blonde ballerina. If you want that, you've got to be quick with that. That one's limited. That one is limited. £26.99. It's lovely, isn't it? Such a gorgeous. Can I just point out the ballet shoes as well? Look, on point ballet shoes. Look. Oh, it's Darcy Bustle, isn't it? I used to work at the, in fact, at the moment, there's an advert, I think it's for Nivea or something like that, and there's a leading ballerina, and she's now in her late 50s, early 60s, I might be doing her injustice, dancing, and I'll think of her name now. I made her costumes at the Royal Ballet. I'm going back years now, years and years and years now. Because the first ballet costumes I did was Swan Lake for the Festival Ballet. And the fabric, I remember the fabric being £75 a metre, and we're going back to, I was at college, so 1980, right, 1981. And when was that Wimbledon School? 81, yeah, 81 to 83. And I remember not being able to cut into this fabric because it was £75 a metre, and I was terrified about cutting into them. And that was back then. That was back then. Anyway, there your ballerina. There your ballerina. As Little Paul says, make sure you check out your baskets. Right, so now, what animal's next then? Robot. Is it robot next? So, 3 different bundles for the robot. Got 3 different bundles for the robot here. Here we go, look, there you go. Now, this one here is called Blue Stars. I'll go through the instructions in a second. So in this one, now, oh yes, blue stars, green stars, and red linear you get in this one. You get an awful lot of fabric to make that, don't you? I'm sure you'll have lots left over. It's just called Stars Robot, that, but there are 2 with stars on, so don't get confused. This is the blue and green star one that's in at the moment. You get the zip for the mouth. You get 1/2 metre of each of the fabrics. You get the instructions. What's this? What's this here then? Oh, that's the eye thing. And then you get the eyes there. You get the eyes there as well. Okay, so that's the fake. That's the you know the bit where the eyes go, and then there are the eyes, and then there's obviously the zip for the mouth, and then you've got all the embroidery threads, the threads there. £31.99. Okay, so that now it doesn't say blue stars. It just says stars, but that is the blue one, because the next one is also that's to make that one. The next one is also stars, but it's red and grey in this one with a bright orange. And, right, hang on. Why has this one got 4 fabrics then? Okay, this one's got 4 fabrics, this one. Half a metre of stars in red. 1/2 metre of the stars in dusk. 1/2 metre of bright orange. And 1/2 metre sunshine linear. But I don't know why you need 4 fabrics. Unless you do, oh no, do you get on the still, do you get the red, do you get the white piece of fabric? I'm ever so sorry, today's one of those days today, just bear with me. No, you mustn't get it on that red one. You don't get the face. So what it must be is the other fabric must be for the face here and the tummy here, because you don't get the white one in that one, do you? But you do get the zip, you do get the embroidery thread, you do get the threads, you get the eyes, £31.99. Oh, that's nice. So you could maybe use the orange, or no, the sunshine maybe, for his face and his tummy. Do you think? Anyway, £31.99. That now, I have to say, that's my favourite bundle. That's my favourite bundle so far. I love the colours in there. £31.99. Lots of new buyers. Congratulations. You know the way to buy. Either phone the number, 0800 112 4433, speak to the call centre, or come in on the web, but you do need to check out your basket. It's not yours until you've checked out. I'll go through the instructions in a second. Anyway, you go up. Oh, yeah, I'll talk about that when I go back over there. Oh, OK, so this one, I see. So that one didn't have a face. Well, it's got a face, but it didn't have the white face. It had a yellow or orange face on that one. This one, we're back to the 3 different colours, plus the... do you know what? That middle one's a fantastic buy, because you're getting an extra 1/2 metre of fabric, and it's the same price. I don't do the pricing. I just have to stand here looking ugly. Right, so you get the zip. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's right. You get the face, the 3 fabrics, linear in blue, linear in orange, and the ocean. You then get the white fabric for the face, the threads, the eyes. There it all is. And you've got the super soft cushion and toy filling in there. Have a quick look at the instructions, and then Little Paul's got something he needs to tell you. Look at the instructions, aren't they fantastic? The little hands there and everything. And then you get all of the templates and the patterns, look. Okay, Little Paul says on his tummy, he's got a zigzag, like the heartbeat on his tummy, like casualty. Oh, okay, you at home will know this already. Little Paul is like really excited. See that zigzag, John? I thought it'd be really complicated. All you do is you change the stitch width and the stitch length as you're going along. That's like grandmother and eggs, isn't it, that one? £31.99. Isn't it cute? I have to say that that middle, but I know I'm not allowed favourites, and I'm sorry, you're not my favourite. I like that middle bundle. I've got messages, but I'll go over now because I've done here. Stay. Right, now we're moving on to heffalumps, but I've got some messages for. Hello, John and the team. Been looking forward to this all week. First purchase today, and Desperate for the elephant and the bunny. Andy, have a great day from Andy. Thank you. Right, I've got 2 elephants. I've got the grey one and I've got the vanilla one, or cream. This is grey, first of all. This is lovely, isn't it? Now, this is the Heron Linear plus the grey McCall. It's like a slate. You need the white felt there for the little toenails. You've got the eyes. You've got the embroidery thread. I know. Isn't he lovely? I just think he's gorgeous. And the instructions, of course. And you've got the stuffing as well with this. You do get the stuffing with this as well. Okay, £19.99. The instructions again. Look. Oh, Andy's got his. I'm presuming it's a him. Actually, it could be an Andy lady, because when I worked on 4 Weddings, that was Andy McDowell, wasn't it? That was a lady. Anyway, look. But I'm not saying it's only ladies who do sewing, obviously. Let me know, Andy, if you're a boy or a girl. Or male or female, I should say, really, shouldn't I? Look at the ears, right? Look at the ears. They're the different colour. So the ears and the bottom of the feet are a different colour. He's so cute, isn't he? Look. Jo Carter's so clever, isn't she? So clever, because she doesn't give any of her animals a name, but they've all got personalities, haven't they? Anyway, let's move on. Again, you've got all the thorough pictures, the written instructions, everything you need to know, all the templates in there. Oh, no, I'm not seeing Teresa. Good morning, John. I've joined the Sewing Quarter fans on Facebook and now have a family of like-minded people. Happy, 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 happy. That's Teresa and Luna. Squirrels! Luna loves it when I say squirrels. Gets crazy, Luna. There's no squirrels, though, Luna, today. I haven't got a squirrel. She hasn't done a squirrel, has she, Jo Carter? We'll have to ask her. Maybe Hayley could do one, because she's learning how to do toy making now. Oh, she's still not smiling. She says, what about me? What are you saying about me? She's going on about me. She's muttering under her breath now. She loves me, really. Yeah, she said she chose the best day to do floor ever. She's had to fill in, because poor Jay, his shoulders, it's this bit, isn't it? That's your arm, isn't it? It keeps falling out of his shoulder. So he signed off poorly for a little while. And then Chris, it's his holiday, gone on his holiday. Do you know what's so funny, right? He's new, Chris. You haven't really met Chris very much yet. He's quite shy and retiring. But he's got his probation this week. You know, when you have a job for 3 weeks and you have your probation meeting, well, he's on holiday this week, so he's told me I can do his probation meeting for him. So I'll be going in to take all the criticism. Okay? £19.99, that one. That's the grey one. That's the grey one. Now, it doesn't... Oh, yes, it's grey. Grey. Got an email through from Susan. Morning, John. Here's a photo of my youngest granddaughter, Emmy, with her ballerina doll. Called it Little Emmy. She loves her so much because she looks like her. Love the show. You have my permission to show the photo. Oh, thank you, Susan. That was going to be the next thing. Because if you send in a picture of a child, we do need your permission before we show it on the telly. They did look like each other, didn't they? What a lovely name. Emmy. Emmy, that's a... I've got a message here now, Rachel. Morning, John. Just ordered my mermaid. Can't wait to get started on it. Which colour did you get, Rach? Which colour did you get? Let me know. Now, this is also called cream. Now, this is the strangest colour, cream. If you look at it, linear, because it's a cream background, but it has got a grey, like a greyish, biscuity line in it there. He's lovely as well, isn't he? That's definitely a boy. Isn't it funny? That's definitely a boy, isn't it? No, I'm just saying it's a boy, isn't it? I think so. I don't know why. He just looks like a boy. Anyway, I've only got the 2 colours, but you know what? Do you know what? When you've got the pattern to do it in any colour you want. You could buy any of our McCall solids, any of our McCall prints, any of our fabrics, and start making them for different people in different colours, couldn't you? £19.99. You get the eyes, the felt, the 2.5 metres of fabric, so a metre of fabric, the embroidery, and the heffalump. He's lovely, isn't he? Look. Look at the tail. Look at the tail. It's got a little knot in the end. Yeah, look. £19.99. Here's the still. called Whoa Nelly. Lots of you have made this as well, because lots of you put pictures of this on Facebook as well. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, now, Rachel bought the mermaid, right? She bought the fantasy mermaid, the lilac, not the real-life one, in aqua. That's what I say, anyway. Because they're blue, aren't they, in real life? Anyway. I don't think I cope with being a mermaid or a merman. It was very funny, because I put a picture, or Hayley put a picture of me wearing the mermaid's tail onto Facebook, right? And loads of people commented on it. And then my friend Dulcie put a picture going, is this what you thought you looked like? And it was this really, really like fit merman sitting on a rock playing a flute or so, instruments, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I really look like, Hayley, isn't it? I was going to start the whole show lying across the table with two ashtrays and the tail on, but they've sent the thing away. They sent the... Did you not have ashtrays made out of scallop? Or I don't know what fish it is. When you no, my mum and dad, not me. They were like shells that you serve fish in, but then when you've eaten the fish, you use them as an ashtray. Hello, John, it's Andy and I'm a boy. We have lots of new babies joining the family this year, so they're going to be amazing. But how many kids are you having? We have lots of new babies joining the family this year. So how many are you having? Oh, but thank you for getting it. Love the sewing quarter team. It's brilliant, isn't it? The Aqua Mermaid is, I haven't got, where's it gone? The Aqua Mermaid's selling out. Is it here? Oh, yes, there it is, right at the end there. Right at the end there. There she's lounging, lying on everybody else, she is. Okay. Now, the next one is one of my favourite. I mean, I love the mermaid and I love the ballerina. I love all of them, really. But this next one is something I'd have in my house. Okay, look at this. This is a draft excluder, a Cafe facet. Well, it's a Joe Carter design, but using Cafe facet fat quarters. This is gorgeous, isn't it? I'll tell you, because, yes, that's that one there, look. So whatever that bundle's called there. What you do, the first time we ever made this, we used charm packs. So what you have to do now is, because they're fat quarters, but what you need to do, it's very easy. Well, I'll show you. It's £46.99. Oh, now these instructions are a bit different. Oh, there he is, look. Oh. These instructions come, they're not in a booklet, look. But again, very, very thorough. Look at this, right? That's the main body. And what you do is you do squares across the top, squares across the bottom, then you slice the bottom ones and you put the feet in, because otherwise it would roll all over the place. Beautiful, isn't it? Look, 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 look. And then how to make the nose. But what you have to do is you have to decide, when you start, you have to decide where you're going to put. It doesn't matter about the main body or the order of those fabrics, but you have to choose which fabric is going to be the nose and the tail. So because that's nowhere else on the draft excluder. Just so you choose that one fabric for you. Hang on, we're coming. There you go. Same fabric for the nose and the tail, and then you choose. Then you choose. You choose this fabric, which has got for the feet and for the ears. So you keep those two fabrics separate because they don't appear anywhere else. I've spotted a deliberate mistake, which I will have to talk to Jo about, because this side and this side, she said, were the same, but they're not, because she's got stripes going in the wrong direction, that one. It's lovely, isn't it? I love this. Here's what comes in the kit. You get the fat quarter, the instructions, you get the draft excluder. Now, I'll tell you about that in a minute, and the wadding, and the embroidery thread, £46.99. It is limited. Now this, when it arrives at your house, you're going to go, what's that, John? Why have I got that, right? This, when you open that bag, goes like this, like that, because it fills the whole of this. It's a draft excluder pad. So don't think when you get this, they've sent me the wrong cushion. Like that. Right, okay, so that's the blue one. That's the blue one. But I've also got it in, what do they call it, yellow? Oh, these are... In what colour? Okay, this one doesn't come with the colour, but if you want the yellow one, then that's the item code you want there. ISGC44. £46.99. So you get the K Facet Fat Quarter, which are some of the most recent ones. You've got the trefoil there. You've got the urns in Delft. You've got, now this one, this is brilliant. Let me just show you this fat quarter here. This is absolute, what am I doing for time? Oh, I'm all right for time. Look at this, right, because it can make it look like you've got completely different squares when you, because if you cut it out from this side, you're going to have a pink square, aren't you? Cut it out from this side, you're going to have a blue square. Do you know what I mean? That's lovely, that one, isn't it? That stripy one. But that comes in your kit. Oh, I'm down to single figures on this one. Nice, isn't it? So that's the it's yellow, but it hasn't got yellow written. You get the same. You get the same in there. You get the fat quarter, you get the wadding, you get the cushion pad, you get the instructions, and you get the embroidery thread. Just an update on the robot. Oh, the one I like, the one in the middle, you get the 4 fabrics. Half the stock of that one's gone. Half the stock of that one's gone. No, I said I like the one in the middle best, and I know I'm not allowed favourites. I don't have a favourite of these two. I love both of these. You know what? I'd want one made out of both of those. I've got a very draft. Oh, do you know what would be brilliant? In my lounge, right, to go into the dining room, there's like a double door like that, right? And there's always a draft coming on. I could have 2 of these. They could be nose to nose, or they could be doing what dogs do best. You know what I mean? They'd look lovely. Oh, I'll get Hayley to make me those for my birthday. I'd like one made in this colour and one made in that colour. You know my double doors that go through to the dining room? They'd look lovely, wouldn't they? The only trouble is Norman wouldn't like them. Okay? No, he has this habit of anything he doesn't like, he marks his territory. Should we put it like that? Right. Now, if you watched Vix the other day, Vix had these. Vix had these. She's the newest member of our Sewing Quarter family. So now what you get in this bundle, well, they're both together. Let's do the bluey one first. So let's take that out. Let's take that out. So in this bundle, hang on a sec. Let me, oh, hang on, what's that? Did you get that with it? Or was that something separate? Okay. No, that's fine. So you get this, right? You get the instructions. You get ½ metre of the biscuit, ½ metre. That's lovely. Where's that blue floral fabric come from? I've not seen that. Oh, it's a brand new fabric. Now, see, another brand new one I didn't get to see. That's excuse me. Okay, so you get ½ metre of that gorgeous fabric, right? Let me show you. Right, that's nice. I love that. Chris did the ironing for today's show, just so you know. Right? But look, you only use that much. You only use it for his pants and his socks and his mittens and his little ears. But you can have loads of that left over. Oh, it's called, I'm not going to tell you what it's called. It's got too long a name. Blue flower print, Japanese cotton, printed broadcloth. I love it, though. Isn't it lovely? Oh, it's flying out. It's flying out. Okay. So that's there. Then I've also got it in. Okay, let me move that one out of the way. Yeah. So then I've got this one, which is the yellow. It's exactly the same print, but in a yellow and orange. Oh, this is very Easter, this one, isn't it? Okay, I've got fewer of these than I had of the blue one. But look, I'll move my glasses, Mike gets very excited for the glasses. I've got rest of rabbits too. I've got most of rabbits too. And I've got the bear. I've still got the bear to do, yeah? Got loads to do, yeah. So we've got the ½ metre of the floral, ½ metre of the biscuit, the thread, the embroidery thread, the instructions, the toy stuffing, £19.99. Do you know what? I didn't, Hales, did you do the Vixie show with this, Paul, or who did the? Oh, I just wonder how many rabbits you can make out of it, because I'm sure you can get at least 2 out of this. £19.99. Vegan's in today, but he's not upstairs. He's not in my ear. I can only look at the face. Can you make 2 out of that? Do you think? Yeah, 2. Definitely make 2 out of it. They're lovely, aren't they? Okay, so that's the yellow bunny kit. I think that's perfect for Easter. Perfect for Easter. Well, there's the still for that one. Lots in basket, lots in the basket. Lots of people multi-buy, remember, 1p and p? Right, no, let me move that out of the way because I've got 2 other bunny projects, haven't I, here? Let me move those bunnies out the way. That bunny out the way, then. Right. I've seen something very... Oh, no, I have seen this. I have seen this. I've seen this. Yeah. I've made this with Janis, haven't I? Right, OK, I've only got 8 of the yellow ones, so I'll do that one first. 8 of the yellow one, which is this one here. You've got an awful lot of fabric here. How much fabric got? Oh, no, hang on. I've got a big sample. You get half a metre of each, sorry. Half a metre of each of the fabrics. Don't look at that. You get half a metre of that and half a metre of that. So you get a metre of fabric in total. You also get the interfacing. You also get the thread, and you also get the embroidery thread. And there's the instructions. It's lovely, isn't it? You're going to have loads of fabric left over again on this one. I'll show you the little bag. Look, it's such a cute little bag. Look. And this is obviously the pink one I'm showing you now, which I'll do the pink fabric in a second, but just show you the finished thing. Lovely. Tracy said, there's still time to lie across the table, John. Lots of love from Tracy. I could do it, but the tails left the building. Hi, John, just ordered the robot and the ballerina to make for my grandchildren. Oh, Christina, how lovely. Busy day, isn't it? Where's my glasses? I just want to read the front of this. Oh, it's Rebecca Reed. Rebecca Reed designed this one. This isn't a Joe Carter. So I know we're doing a Joe Carter out. This is Rebecca Reed. Because Janis made this. So I don't know why that's in this hour. But it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. How much is it? $19.99. So that's the yellow one there. Only got 8 of those, though. So let's take the yellow one out. There you go. Oh, nearly all of those are gone. Nearly all of those are gone. But if you want it in the pink, which is this one. Okay, very, very popular, this one. Very popular. Okay, so again, you get half a metre. Don't ignore, look at the picture rather than me show you the fabric, because I've got 2 bigger bundles here. You get half a metre of the heron, half a metre of the pink, the interfacing, the embroidery, and the thread. Designed by crazy Rebecca Reed in the Joe Carter's toy box. We've got this in different colours as well. You could make it in different colours once you made it the first time, because you got the pattern. It's good. Do you know what? Easter egg hunt. When you do your Easter egg hunt in the garden, they could put all their Easter eggs in there, couldn't they? $19.99. Don't forget, that's not Joe Carter. That's a crazy Rebecca Reed one, that one. Right, OK, so that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Right, OK. Little Paul says, when he goes, I didn't quite hear what he said, I'll ignore him. I've got the yellow bunny and the grey elephant. We've got 3 little ones joining the family this year. Go on, get up on that table. 3, are you having triplets? You're having triplets, Andy? That's nice, isn't it? OK, Big Bear? Oh, not me, not me, not me. Here we go. Oh, now. This is the example, right? It's not the actual one. That's the size of it, right? That's the size of it. But it's not in that colorway. It's a very, very classic style bear, that one. But it's in fog. This fabric's called Fog. This is the Michael Miller Rabbits in the Woodland Fog. And then we've got, look at that. That's lovely as well, isn't it? So you get half a metre of each of those. You get the stuffing. Oh, no, hang on. You get wadding with this one, not stuffing. You get wadding with this one. Can we look at the still? Sorry, is that the right? No. OK, now, I don't know which is right. I'm not sure which is right, because it says wadding on the instructions, and it says cushion filling on the picture. So I'll just need to check which one. But you get the right one. You'll get the right one. And you get the instructions. It's the filling. It's the filling. It's the graphics that are wrong. I've done what? Oh, the thread is there, but it's under the graphics. There it is, there it is. But you do get the toy filling. Oh, blimey, it's one of those days. So it can only get better, can't it, Alistair, now? We're relying on Alistair to bring the level of the day up now. Okay, you get the instructions. I've not even met him. I've met him once, say hello to. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, the little trousers. Where's that then? Oh, that's the side body. I'm relying on you, Alistair.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Bring it.
He's bringing it into the yard. Is that what they say? Oh, is that rude? Hang on, no, that's rude. Isn't that rude? Is that rude? He's bringing in the energy anyway. £24 a night. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm delirious, aren't I? £24.99. It's the patchwork bear. Oh, look at the feet. That one's got a heart on it. In your own time, vegan. Look, little heart. Now, obviously, that was a Scandi Christmas bear, that one. Half the stock is in baskets now. Half the stock is in baskets. Now, remember, it's not yours until you check out. I think I've finished now. Is Alistair ready? What else have we got to do? Oh. We'll do the roundup first, because you can't see the sewing machine for all the animals. Right, little roundup then. Started with a kiss. Right, bears in the bags. The bear in the bag's the first one I showed you. I've got it in the green and I've got it in the red. Let's do the stills on these rather than me get you the bundles. So there you go, that's the green one. 35, that's the actual one, there. You've got what? Didn't you take a picture of that? I thought, what was that boy called that sits next to me chattering? What's it? Yeah. Anyway, then the red one. I haven't got the red one here. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Right, I can give you the green one, Hal, so you can put that back in the trolley. We'll pack away as we go along. Then we've got the red one here. Bear in a bag. Red. I haven't got a picture of that one. You do get the stuffing, you do get the embroidery thread, you get the fat quarter, and you get the instructions. £35.49. Gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, you didn't say an animal. That was all. Right, okay, so I'll put that one away. Then we've got the mermaid. Now, this is the real mermaid, which is the aqua one. Most popular out of the two. £24.99. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Now, there's enough in there to make up to 3 mermaids, but there's only enough for 1 hair. But if you want more felt, go to the website and you can buy the extra felt on the website. Or actually, if you want rainbow felt, I know Alistair's brought rainbow felt with him today, hasn't he? So we've got rainbow felt in Alistair's hour, coming up in Alistair's hour. That's the aqua one. And it's the first time we've brought you twinkle chiffon as well. They've called it organza. They gave it a funny name, didn't they? But it's definitely twinkle chiffon. And if you want to get some Swarovski beads, you could put a Swarovski bead in her belly button if you wanted to. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Okay, so that's the aqua one. She also came... You're all right over there? She's got... Francis, if we send you the scallops... If we send you the scallop shells, can you recreate the mermaid line across the table for us? Loving the show, Francis and Sister Liz in, and then it runs out. So I don't know where Francis and Sister Liz are. But if you, yeah, anyway, so that's the blue one. It also comes in, that's the aqua one. It also comes in lilac, as Caroline Lindsay says. Here's the lilac one. Now, that one's got lilac hair with a pink body. It's lovely, isn't it? Everything else is the same there, £24.99. But again, there's only enough lilac felt to make the hair with. And that's the fantasy one, obviously. The pink and lilac one is obviously the fantasy one, because we all know mermaids are really blue. Okay? So that's £24.99. Oh, the ballerina next. Oh. She could do, look, what are these? They're petit battements. What are these? They're battement frappés. First position, second position, third position, fourth position. Do you know how, I know, when I worked at, here you go. I did it, you just couldn't see because the table. Do you know what, I've got a lot of friends who are dancers. Most of them went to arts education. Right? Do you know the way, do you know the way that they learn how to do that? They do it in snow or on ice. So if you do the splits for the first time, you go like this. There, I'm almost down, There we go, I'm down. No. Right, get the overhead camera, get the overhead. Oh, you missed it, sorry, you missed it. They do it on ice or snow to start with the first time. I don't know how they do that. You know the dancers that do this, right? And they're going, da, down like that. How do they do that? How do they do that? Anyway, $26.99, glasses in the shot. So that's the one. Now that one there, it doesn't say brunette, but that's the one with the conker brunette hair. We also do it in blonde, which is the same, but with yellow hair. So it comes in a yellow, with a yellow hair. Here's the kit. There you go, there's the yellow-haired one. Yeah, just put it in your basket, doesn't guarantee that you've got it, remember. So that's the yellow kit there. What's next? Got to be quick, I've only got 2 minutes. Robots, they came in 3 colorways. Oh, the middle one sold out, the middle one sold out, and that one sold out. So there's only one left. There's only one left then. You just said the middle one sold out and that one sold out. So the middle one sold out. So this one's still available. When I say middle, it was one with the 4 different fabrics. Well, you get an extra ½ meter of fabric, I'm not surprised. So the bundle for the blue stars. There you go. Joe Carter's Stars Robot. That's the blue star one, £31.99. So you're not, is that the last, so let's just put in the other robot one then. Alistair's in the studio. You're not very good at catching. Huh? We haven't even met yet. Oh, I think we're going to have 2 hours of raucous laughter at this rate. Or tears, depends. Are you going to put some makeup on? Anyway, £31.99. There's the other one. That's the blue robot. That's the other one. Right, OK. Right, now, little Paul, I'll just give Hayley the robot. Right, now, before I go on to the toys, if I've got any time, Paul wants me to it's all right, it's one of those days today. We've got a special deal. This machine will always cost you £999. That's the price we sell it for. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant price. It's fantastic. I'm getting one of these. Joe Carter's, that camera's live, vegan. Joe Carter's already got one. Lucy's already got one. Janice used it for the first time this morning, got a bit confused with it. That's because she hadn't really had much time with it. Today, you still pay £9.99 for it, but we're throwing in a free gift worth £57.98. You can get, with it, you get the Bargello quilt kit, which is 6.5 meters of fabric in the pastel range, the instructions, the thread, I gave that thread away, no, I didn't mean to, and the wadding, £999. Okay? Now, have I got time to do these, or am I going to go to a break? Oh, got ages. Let's do the rabbits then. Rabbit in blue first. There you go. Did I just do that to you? No. Oh, that's right. Alistair's sending it. He's got a great big bruise on his arm there, and I thought I'd done it to him. That thread that I just threw at you, I didn't mean to throw at you because it belongs with this, sorry. It's one of those days, isn't it? $19.99. Look, so that's the blue one there. Thank you. Very limited, very, very limited, that one. Okay, and then I've also got that one in yellow, which I think is very, very Easter. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? When is Easter this year, anyway?
March.
What date is it? Because we've got Valentine's Day first, but I just have to ignore that, don't I? Because I just get blocked in the house with all the cards and flowers and everything that get delivered. The postman hates it that day. I'm not there this. They'll have to send them all to York, because I'm in York for that week. Anyway, all one of them. 19.99. So that's the rabbit. That's the yellow rabbit. Then, very quickly, got the rabbit bag. Now, I know it's a Joe Carter hour, but this is a crazy Rebecca Reed kit, this one. Oh, apparently Jo did it on her show. Got it in the pink. It's lovely. So you get half a metre of the heron, half a metre of the pink, interfacing thread and embroidery thread. 19.99, that's the pink one. Also comes in a yellow, which is, yellow's the most popular one. There it is. It's lovely fabric. This is called the, I had this was a brand new fabric the other day, wasn't it? I love this fabric. That's the yellow bunny ear one there. You get the instructions, the heron, the embroidery thread, the real thread. Lovely, isn't it? Right. All right, now, yes, we've done it all wrong, haven't we? The So Special, which happens at 9 o'clock every day, is actually going to happen at about 10:05 today. It's fine, because it's an Alistair. It's a brilliant deal. He's done a bag of goodies for you and made it more affordable, not cheaper, more affordable for you. Do you know what? I knew I shouldn't have done the splits. Something's just dropped off. Anyway, yes. How long have I got? Oh, I'm just going to go. Do you know what? I need to go for a break because I need my apple. Did you get my apple out of the fridge? Little Paul needs a comfort break. Anyway, I will see you in 3 minutes. Now, you've got 2 hours of House of Alistair. I've got loads of questions to ask him. I tried to do some research last night. He obviously has got money or investments in eyeliner because the only pictures I could find of him, he's got shed loads of eyeliner on. So we'll ask him that and hundreds of other questions after the break. We will see you in 3 minutes from now.
happy birthday to the Sewing Quarter. Thank you to all our lovely viewers for your love and support.
Are you sure you meant to put this much in this bag?
Well, they kept upping it.
There's loads. This is your first time with us on Sky, isn't it? It's the first time we've met. Can I just say one thing before we start? One, I couldn't find any dirt on you on the internet last night whatsoever. And I did spend a lot of time looking you up. Secondly, I went to the Great British Bee thing at NEC, where was I? No, NEC in the East End, right? I wandered around and it wasn't very busy. And then I got to the House of Alistair stall. You couldn't get anywhere near it. It was like, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? There's something rather special happening here. Because you had like quite a big stall, didn't you? And it was heaving, you couldn't get in there. And you walked past other stalls and they were like standing there waiting for people to come. So obviously you've got something quite special about you and your products. That's nice.
Thanks.
Now, you did fashion, didn't you, at Central? I'm only asking because this is what I found out last night, right? You did fashion at Central St Martin's.
Yep.
Because I went to Wimbledon School of Art and I did the costume interpretation course. But you've also done costumes for films, it said somewhere, which is what my history as well. So I'll ask you more about that as we go along, if that's all right.
Of course.
Okay. And any questions you want to ask him, just get it in, because we might as well
exactly
get as much information out as you can, because I don't know, because obviously you weren't to be on Tuesday, because you're always on with Natasha normally, aren't you? See, I'm supposed to be on Tuesday with Natasha, but they've swapped the days around. So this is our first banter. Oh, no,
exactly.
You're all right with banter, aren't you? You're all right with...
No, I am. I put my face on for you.
Yes, well,
that 5 minutes.
You've plastered it on. I wonder what that trowel was for in the other dressing room. Right, now, just so you know, at 9 o'clock every day, we do a So Special, right? We didn't do it today, because we couldn't, but we're now going to do it now. The So Special is during the birthday week. We literally bring you a fantastic offer. So we've had a lovely bag. We had the rose-cold scissors the other day at fantastic special prices. Now, Alistair's put together this bundle. Now, did you get the little calico bag as well?
Yeah,
you get everything that we're going to go in here. Now, I think the price that you're about to see come on screen, I think all of this in here is worth an awful lot more. You've been very, very generous with this bundle.
It's worth a lot more.
Worth a lot more. So, should we go through? While we go through, I'll just get everything out, right? While we go through, I'll get little Paul to put the graphics out, because it just goes on and on and on. No, there you go, $59.99. All of these goodies. Look, there's a fat quarter bundle there. I'll get you to go through it all in a minute. What's this in the bottom here?
So yeah, so you get some plastic, our famous plastic beads.
Oh. That's lavender, isn't it? Oh, they're beautiful. Anyway, I'll carry on. Sorry, carry on. Right. Take me through it then. Take me through it.
Right.
So in the bag.
So you get your eco sort of use again shopper.
Yes. With free advertising.
Yes.
Shouldn't there be a number on there so they know how to get hold of you? Anyway.
Well, I should have got that in the reverse, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Or did you see Will and Grace this week? You should have had your face put on there. Like he had Karen's face put on the back. Okay. So you get the bag.
Yeah. So you get the bag.
And it's eco what?
So you can reuse it.
Yeah.
So it's one of your shop bags.
Yeah.
And then you also get your little trio. So these will vary. So you get 3 different Liberty prints.
Oh, okay, so the bags will have 3. You won't necessarily get those 3 colours, but you will get 3 of them.
You will get 3 of them in this little bundle. You also get the...
So they're lavender bags for your pants drawer, are they?
Yep.
Okay.
You also get the House of Alistair pyramid doorstop pattern.
Oh, okay. Is that what do those go inside the doorstop pattern?
So you get 500 grams of the beanie beans.
Yeah.
So they'll go into your doorstop.
Yeah.
So this has your full pattern and instructions.
Right.
And that tells you exactly how to make it. Also, with this one, if you take the the triangle pattern piece, that is a bunting template as well.
Is this one going to somebody, or is this my sample?
Well,
my sample. No, I just want to have a look inside, you see. So you set to... Yeah, they're saying, whatever you do, Don, just don't open it. Is that your writing on there?
It is, yes.
Did you want to be a doctor? Oh, I'm ever so sorry. We won't behave. I promise we'll behave.
My design teacher always said I've got they called it a swashbuckling style of handwriting.
Swashbuckling?
Yeah.
Swashbuckling.
But no one can read it. But the good thing is that whenever anyone was trying to look at my journal or my notes or anything like that, no one could decide.
Or your private diary.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, isn't it? Anyway, so that's the triangle part. So you need to cut all those out to make it, obviously.
Yeah.
But that triangle is also a bunting triangle, is that what you're saying? So it's usable. Yeah. I like the paper you've used, good quality paper, isn't it? Okay. So, and then what's this?
And you get your full instructions as well. Ooh.
Okay.
So you get your full instructions. Okay. So that's all in that.
Lovely.
And also you get the House of Alistair 12-inch ruler. So
you see, I think we're already up to $59.99 already, aren't we, really? And then there's all this still to go. So that's, right, that's nice.
So you get this in Liberty print, and also you get...
Oh, it's got a Liberty print inside it.
Yeah.
There. So now, will they all be this, or might they be different?
No, they'll all be different. So,
they'll all be different, so but they'll all have a Liberty print inside them there.
Yep.
Oh, how gorgeous, right, next.
And then you get a Liberty fat quarter.
Flipping heck, all right.
In Tarna Lawn.
Yeah, Tarna Lawn, lovely.
So we'll do the quick one, which is that you get a measuring tape.
Yeah, is that one of yours?
Yeah.
See, is that how it comes, all scrunched up like that?
No.
Would it be...
Someone's been in there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right, what's next?
And then you get some House of Alistair buttons.
Might they be different as well?
They'll all be different. Yeah. So literally, it's sort of a pick and mix.
Yeah, perfect.
And then you get the House of Alistair hobby bag.
This is nice.
Which is just literally, I mean, I've got a bigger, I've got this slightly bigger version.
Right.
And this goes with me everywhere. And literally, I can cram as much stuff in there and then literally just throw it in my suitcase.
So if your workshop made that then? Did you have somebody in the East End of London? That was the other thing I found out.
Yeah, everything is made in our studio. So everything that you see, all our buttons, they're all handmade by us.
Yeah.
So everything literally is made by us.
Brilliant. Okay, loads of you putting this in your basket. I'm not surprised. So they're your beads that we talked about earlier.
So you get 500 grams of beads, and then you also get some House of Alistair Liberty bias binding.
Okay, how much is on there?
So that is a 3-metre piece.
3 metres?
3
I was about to say it's about a metre on there. 3 metres. And again, that will be...
That will vary as well.
So you might not, don't be buying it just because I like that blue, because yours could be pink or yellow or something like that. But it's going to be lovely because when it arrives, they know they've bought the bundle, but they're not going to know. They know what they're going to get, but they don't know what colours they're going to get.
Exactly.
And then what this?
Right. So then you'll get a House of Alistair 100%. Everything will be 100% cotton.
Yes.
But you'll get a fat quarter bundle. So inside each one there'll be 6. So each bundle has 50 by 56 cotton.
Yeah.
Centimetres, but they will vary as well.
Oh, okay. But will they be mainly stripes and spots, or would some of them be floral?
Some of them will be floral. It really just... so
it's just luck of the... Not luck of the draw, because they're all gorgeous anyway, aren't they? But they're lovely. They're a really nice quality. So is this... This is House of Alistair fabric. This isn't Liberty fabric.
Oh, so these aren't Liberty, but they are all 100% cotton.
They feel like a really, really, really expensive shirt.
Yeah,
they're
all poplins.
Yeah, so. Like a German street shirt. That feels like. Yeah, no, I mean German. Where are the shirts? Yeah, they are in German street. Yeah, because you had. It's all coming back to me now. Set up a ladies' wear in Savile Row, and you were one of the first people to do ladies' wear in Savile Row, because it's known as men's tailoring mostly, though, isn't it? And you wanted the Queen to come in and buy something, didn't you?
Well, yes. Well, the thing is, I had a lot of stick, if you like, from a lot of old tailors. And,
yeah, because it's very traditional down there.
It's very, very traditional. So I spent about 2 years of my life being, whenever customers came down, ladies would say, oh, I'm here to see Alistair, my couturier, and they would go, oh, the dressmaker's in the back.
They're bad, aren't they? There's so much bitchiness within the industry, isn't there? Because Stuart Parvin, a friend of mine, Stuart Parvin, who made the wedding dress for one of my clients, he makes dresses for the Queen as well. Anyway, $59.99. $59.99 for all of that. All of that. Sorry, it's now late, but worth the wait, wasn't it? Worth so much more. Worth so much more. It's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, what you need to do is check out your baskets. This next 2 hours, we will be going for a break in the middle of it, but this next 2 hours will be very, very, very busy. So I'll leave that there. Okay, Claire says, I'm currently working on doing the splits, John, not while sewing though. Oh, it's easy, Claire. I won't do it now. Oh, were you going to say something? Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, it's just on Savile Row.
Oh, yes.
So next door, so Norman Hartnell.
Yeah.
Who
is famous for doing ladies stuff, yeah.
So Hardy Amy's next door. When you go in, I had a friend that worked in there, so I used to be able to sort of like, when I was having a bit of a off day or what have you, I used to go in, and they have this, so they have this staircase, and literally Hardy Amy's has this, this sort of like a balcony room. And when you go up there, and it's got an archive of every single copy of Vogue from the beginning. It's got everything in this room. But the reason why the room existed was that when you went up and you went into the salon, which was where they used to have all the fashion shows, you used to go in there. But what he used to do, anyone he owed money to, obviously who came into the house, they would go up the stairs and he would be able to see them through this balcony area. And he used to do an exit. But the exit
Don't be telling us the secrets, go on.
But the exit goes into the, because where Regent Street is, where you've got Bond Street, he's got a secret exit that goes into a little square that backs onto Regent Street. So he was actually able to just completely bypass absolutely everyone.
They used to do that when I lived in London, I used to have Botox. I know I haven't had it for a long time. And you never left the same entrance you went in because all the clients before were famous and they didn't want all the famous people. So like when Simon Cowell would be in, when somebody used to walk in front of me, because he was always before me, I didn't see him coming out because I'd then go in. Anyway, let's go on. Let's go. Thank you, John. You're always great to watch. You make me laugh out loud this morning, Sandy. That's very sweet. Right. Please check out on the So Special. What are you going to make this hour? Because you've only, 45 minutes.
Right. So...
Bring her forward.
This is our kimono top. So this is literally, the simplest thing that you can actually ever make. So
it's not, it doesn't open down the front, it's a throw over the head jobbing.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm seeing though? I'm seeing really posh holiday, bikini on, going down to the pool, and you don't want to walk down, you don't want to put something over the top, and you just throw, because it's still, this fabric, this gorgeous fabric, still sheer, isn't it? But you could put that over your bikini, not feel, I don't wear a bikini, obviously, but you know what I mean? It's that kind of getting to the pool or getting to the beach. I'm just saying but not you're going to get in. I'm thinking footballers' wives, kind of lounging by a pool. Joan Collins lounging by a pool.
Kitten heels, yeah.
So it's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing. Now we're selling these fabrics, aren't we? These are your House of Alistair fabrics.
Yep. So this is the feather print, and this is absolutely. So you have little birds on here as well. This is absolutely stunning and gorgeous.
Now it's a mix. Is it a mix or is it polyester?
It's polyester.
This one. Look at it. Look at it. Now
absolutely amazing.
Can you tell? Get us the right side.
Yeah.
Here's the right side. Look, feathers and little birds. So this is a House of Alistair fabric. Do we call it House of Alistair fabric? Or one that's House of Alistair stocks?
Yes.
Yeah. That's beautiful, isn't it? You have a look at that. So £7.49 for half metre. Remember, we sell in half metre increments. How much are you going to need to buy for this?
So this top, so you would need a metre, and then you would also need a metre of the
binding.
Yeah. So the bronze jacquard lining.
Have I got that?
No, not in that. No. But literally, it's online, so you'll be able to get it there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you need a metre of each one, and then you would need, I would say, a metre of the satin bias.
Bias, which I'll come to in a second.
Yep.
So now, how do I put this politely? Some of our ladies are a size 6, some of our ladies are a size 24. Do you still only need a metre for a bigger size, or do you need to? Because it's that way, isn't it? It's whether you're taller. Yeah. Because I presume you're folding the fabric in half and going in at the top.
Yeah.
So it's the length. So if you want a slightly longer version, I'm not trying to redesign your thing, but like this goes to your hip or just below your hip, doesn't it? If you wanted one that went to mid-thigh or to a knee, then you just buy as much fabric as you need to go twice over where you want it to go to.
And this fabric as well, so for instance, this has, so from the top to the bottom, the birds are all facing one way. So you will so we have to cut it.
So there is a seam, is there a seam at the top, of course?
So there's the seam in the top, but the other thing this seam actually helps out with, because this is it's a very robust it looks very delicate, but it's actually really robust. Yeah. So for instance, with this one, We French seamed this here, but this actually helps with the weight of
the draping. So the weight of the binding on there, if you didn't have the seam there, it might pull the fabric. So the seam, the French seam, helps stabilise the shoulders, really. Okay, brilliant. So where do we start then?
Right, so
can I just ask very quickly, I've got all these other fabrics here. Could you also make this out of the non-sheer fabrics?
Yes, so for instance, you've got...
Can we just have a quick look at them, and then we can, when we start, then people can make their mind up which fabric they want while we're doing the making, as it were.
The reason why I chose all of these, because they have actually a lot of really lovely body and weight.
And they've got a lovely drape to them as well, haven't they?
So for instance, this one, a few weeks ago, we did a lace dress.
Right.
Excuse me, frog in my throat. And literally, that pattern, if you bought that pattern, this would make up really, really nicely in that with this.
Yes, with the weight of the drape. Also, the fall of this is beautiful because, as you say, it's not flimsy. It's a lightweight, but it's not a flimsy fabric. It's got that lovely feel to it. This is that Flying Swallows. The house I bought hasn't got a number. It's called the Swallows because in the spring, all the swallows, they don't anymore, but before I moved in, they all nested along the fascia boards and everything like that. Was called Swallow. Anyway, so that's called the Swallows. So that one, this one is this one polyester or is this a mix? This one?
This one is this one's polyester as well.
A polyester. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, because some of these I've got a mix, haven't I? Some of these I've got rayon and some I've got viscose.
Yeah, so this next one says Japanese gardens. Yeah. This one is a rayon viscose.
Rayon and viscose mix, this one. Viscose makes it breathable. Oh, it's lovely.
This is really nice. Now, for instance, these colours really... So, for instance, if you want a base colour of navy, but you just want something to go pow, then this is the print for you. This one as well... For instance, if you can imagine, essentially, all we're doing is we are taking that and we're trimming it all round, and that is pretty much what the top is. Yeah. It looks, when you have it at the side, because it all drapes, there's a little seam in here, and then there's a buttonhole.
Belt. Okay, brilliant. Okay, let's just go through the rest of the fabrics, and then we'll start the making, I promise. So that's that one. This is gorgeous. This print is gorgeous. That comes in 2 different colourways. Now, this one feels not heavier, but more... it is more substantial, but it's not heavy. It's not... Do yours first, then the turquoise one.
This is I call it like spongier. It's bouncy.
Yes, much bouncier. Now, will you need a special needle to sew any of these fabrics, or just use your straightforward needle?
No, I mean, that's a bit of a thing sometimes with a lot of people when they sew. They always get a bit confused about, for instance, whenever you're buying a sewing machine, everyone goes, oh, does it take heavy fabrics? That's the first question they ask. Pretty much, most machines will take heavier fabrics. It's just the needle you have to get right. Yes. So, for instance, if I was doing silks, then I'd use an 8 to a 10 needle. Yeah. If I was then doing poplins, then I'd go up, possibly up to a 12, but then I'd use a 12 or 14 for leathers or denims. So this one, you don't need any special needles at all. This one, even...
would you use, with a silk needle, would you use the middle poplin size needle?
I would use about a size 12.
Yeah. So that's the size that we all use for every day, really, isn't it? That print is gorgeous. Now, what's it called? Seed head in the light blue. It's like a really, really rich... turquoise, isn't it? Look at that, isn't that lovely? And you can see if you do that with it, just how gorgeous. The Japanese one's very, very popular. We knew that one would be. Then we've also got that one in the dark blue as well.
Yeah,
I'll let you waft that while I fold this one.
So, for instance, what I would do, so with these ones, obviously because I've used on the example that I've got here. So I've got the feather one, and I've used one of our jacquard linings. But on this one, I think it's really nice if, for instance, you took the turquoise... And then you...
What did you just say?
Turquoise.
See? They all laugh at me when I go, oh, look at the turquoise. They go, it's turquoise. But you can say turquoise or turquoise, can't you?
Turquoise, yeah.
Maybe. So you would mix these two?
I would mix them both together. And also, if you have black and navy, I'd also mix the black and navy, because obviously a lot of people go, oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Do you never watch Trinny and Susanna? I disagree with them totally, but Trinny and Susanna say you should never put a colour with black. I think black in a colour, especially navy, and I think navy goes with everything, because you can put camel with it, you can put orange with it and everything. So that's the seed head in the navy, but then if you like that turquoise, Oh, now this one comes in the black as well. So we've got this pattern in the black and the turquoise here.
Yep. So this is our lotus, and this is exquisite. I mean, the print on this.
Is this slightly heavier, or is this the same?
This is all the same. So these ones are all the same in the viscose.
So that's the black one. Yeah.
Now this trimmed with, for instance, you could.
Oh, you're jumping ahead.
Oh, I am sorry.
Go on, it's fine.
So for instance, you could use that.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
And trim that. Now the thing is, with the if you are slightly if you're a bigger size, what you can do, you can always make sure that the borders, it's up to you.
Oh yes, if you want more, if you want to come further down on your arm here, we should get Hayley to put that on for us so we could just see what it looks like on. But if you want it longer down the arm, then just make the borders wider. Yeah. So that one there is the lotus black, and then this one here, what's this one called?
Right, so this one I've called this olive leaf.
Olive leaf black, this one.
Yeah, so black. This is a really, really, really good sort of workhorse. So, for instance, if you're not really a floral person, then this one is that sort of the in-between. That's
got the kind of essence of Laura Ashley, I always say, but not in a bad way, but you know what I mean? It's like all the things that made Laura Ashley a multi-millionaire would be this kind of print, because it's still feminine, it's still lovely, but it's not full-on floral. It's kind of delicate, isn't it, really? So that's only $4.49 for half a metre, that. $4.49 for that one. Now, lots of people putting them in the basket, so please, please, please check out. So then I've got two more, and then we'll start the sewing. So I've got lotus in turquoise. That's nice.
This is really nice. This, in fact, this sort of reminds me of a wallpaper in Hardy Amy's, which is silk on the walls, because obviously...
See, that's the other thing, they don't believe me. You need to come here more often. I say about putting... Some of the fabrics go, oh, wouldn't that look lovely on a wall? And they're all like... They've never seen Joan Collins' house with all the fabric on the walls and the fabric on the ceiling and everything. This is beautiful.
I went to somebody's house and they actually had carpet on the actual walls.
Oh, they were just mad. Yeah. We've got bricks, look, on ours. Pretend. Right, OK. That's lovely. So that's lotus. Why do you have carpet on the walls?
I don't know. I mean, it's just...
I was going to say something, but it's only 10:23 on a Sunday morning, so I better be careful. That's lovely. That colour looks so expensive and so rich, doesn't it? Because it's not just let's just bung turquoise. It's like a Farrow and Ball. It's like expensive colours. And then last but not least, that one. Oh, that one's got so many. If we put that in your basket, that's going to sell out. And then this is the olive, but in the navy blue, isn't it?
Yeah. Now this is of all the blues, this is a true navy. And navy is one of the more difficult colours. For instance, if you see it in a shop, if you find a navy coat, buy it, because the thing is that fashion falls in and out with navy.
Yeah, totally.
So much, but navy is literally, I think, it's the undersold colour of the whole fashion industry.
Oh, really? Never trust a man who always wears blue, though. That's what they say. Say that all the time. No, I thought that. And then yesterday when I went home, on the way home, I went to the shops and I looked and I had blue trainers, blue jeans, a blue fleece and a blue shirt on. I was like, don't trust me. Right, OK, let's do some making. That's what we're here for.
OK, so what I've done is, I've simply taken a metre of the feather print.
Yes.
And what I've done, because the birds are...
it's a directional fabric, yes.
So it all runs one way. So what I've done is I've halved it, and then I've French seamed it.
OK.
So... in terms of a pattern, so we don't actually really need a pattern for this.
Oh, so hang on, it's gone an opposite way than I thought. You've cut, hang on.
So you can see there.
Yeah, that's the selvage. Is that the selvage there?
So inside this seam, there's one selvage, and then there's a raw edge, if you like, inside here. Got it. So that shows you the difference. Now, if you wanted to do something slightly different, you could just use bias binding and actually just bind, rather than using, say, for instance, the jacquard.
Yeah, we haven't got that colour bias binding. That's just a sample one that you've... I haven't got that colour there. OK, carry on.
We should have that one, I think, online. That one's called Wine.
OK. It's funny you remembered that one, isn't it? It's awful, really, isn't it? I shouldn't be insulting you. It's the first time. There'll be complaints, don't worry. So that's instead of a French seam, is it?
Yeah, so you could use that instead of a French seam, but also you could just trim the whole...
Oh, around the edges, I see what you mean. Rather than doing a big border, if you didn't want a big border, you could just trim them in that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So all we need to do, so we need just a couple of measurements. So for instance, we're just using the predetermined metre of fabric.
Right.
So for instance, we're just giving it as a sort of a given that that's the length that we're going to make it. Now the borders, for instance, if you wanted, as you say, a slightly wider, so for instance, on this one, you could actually add a whole, a greater border.
Oh, so it would give it a completely different look, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you did a deeper border, yeah.
Or for instance, if you bought 1.5 meters of this, then obviously that's going to extend it already.
Yes, of course.
So what we're going to do, so all you have to do is you have to just French seam that top, and you're keeping it as a continuous. So we're not actually cutting out the neckline just yet.
Okay.
But the most important thing with the neckline, so this is a prototype that I made up. So and this will explain it a little bit better.
Okay.
So for instance, this is essentially the metre of fabric.
Yes,
so one measurement we need to measure is our hip.
Right.
Because obviously that's the area in which we want to... Okay, so we measure our hip.
Do you want me to stick another tape measure on the end?
Oh, goodness me.
I used to make costumes for the Mighty Atom. And
27 inches.
27 hip? I think you were looking at it the wrong way round. Went for the wrong end, didn't you? Right, okay.
Right, so we measure that. Now, I always decide to add, once you measure your hip, so that's the true measurement, so you want to add at least 2 to 4 inches, depending on what have you. So it doesn't really matter how much you want to add, but this is just so that you can get it over your shoulders and it sits right.
Okay.
So once we've done that, you just want to make sure that you, so you've got your rectangle, and in this instance, we've French seamed here.
Yes.
We want to start adding our
So the French
borders.
seam's on there. It's running along here, isn't it? But we
here.
haven't got the neckline cut. So that piece of fabric there is the same as this, but that's French seamed across there.
Yep.
Okay. Then, sorry.
Yep. So then we then just make sure that this part, which is our waist measurement.
Yes.
So you just measure down, and the best way to do it is where your collarbone is here. You just measure down to where roughly your belly button is,
right?
And then that gives you that natural measurement. Because there's a lot of things with pattern cutting that a lot of people think, oh, I must have a pattern. But in actual fact, you've got things around your house that you can use, and for instance, you'll know we're doing costume and things like that. Sometimes you don't actually have a pattern, and you've got to take a T-shirt and you've got to make a jacket out of it.
Or you're not given an actor's measurements, but they go, this is something that they wear, like a T-shirt, and you have to take all the measurements from the T-shirt, as it were, to make a costume with.
Exactly. So they're really, really simple measurements. So what I've done here is from the bottom, we leave this part open.
Right. Does it matter what measurement that is?
Yeah. So, for instance, from the bottom, I've measured up from 1 meter, about 14 centimeters.
Okay.
And then from that area, so from here to the tip of the border here, that's 14 centimeters. Yes. And then from here to where the buttonhole is, that is, what are those?
So that 14 centimetres doesn't include the binding. So if you put a really deep binding on, it's the 14 centimetres from the edge of your fabric up to that point.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
a 50 centimetre piece of fabric, and then you're just doing that from the top, and that'll give you where your waist measurement should be.
Perfect. And then you think, if you top stitched along there then?
So I've literally just put a really simple straight stitch, and I've just sewn that all the way down, and then I've just used a buttonhole function, and I've created the openings.
The opening. Now, so this line here of stitching from there to there, does it matter how long that is? Because this is, you're basically making your sleeve. You're making a sleeve here, aren't you?
Yeah, all you're wanting to do is you're just wanting to give it a bit of shape. The most important bit is to get the buttonhole in the right place. Yeah.
And is that where your belly button is? Is that the measurement to your belly button?
So that will come across here, and then you just make the tie, and then that's fine. So,
Karen says navy is worn by French ladies. It's much kinder to the skin than black, which is true, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay.
So, what I've done here is I've just taken 1 metre of the jacquard lining, and what I've done is I've actually I've cut 4 sections because obviously we've got 4. So we've got 1, 2, and then we've got 3.
Oh, so it's like making a quilt border, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what I've also done is I haven't mitered these. Okay. So what I've done is I've done a real sort of cheat in terms of.
Just come in. There you go. There you see. Well, it's not really. It's not a cheat. It's just you know, it's another way of making it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So for instance, on the back and the front, all you'll see is it's just literally when we've sewn this on. You sew down the seam, which I'll show you now.
So how wide have you made your border?
Right, so this one, I've made this around about, so I wanted it about 6 centimetres, so I've made this, so that's 12, so it's about 14 centimetres deep.
Do you only work in centimetres?
I do, yeah.
I'm much older than you because I only work in inches, so it's kind of like...
But the thing is, I had to do both because when I was on Savile Row, it was literally everyone would go 1/4 of an inch, and you're like...
Well, yeah, because old-fashioned tailoring and dressmaking is all, you know, it's only these modern people since the 70s have done it. Anyway, so that's about 14 centimetres, do you say that?
Yep, so that's about 14 centimetres. Yeah. So literally what you'll get is you'll get 4 sections of that, and also you will need to cut 2 sections. So this is 12 centimetres in width.
Right.
So this will then form the tie.
Oh, okay. So the ones on the edge are 14 and the tie are cut at 12?
Yep. Yeah. So what we'll do is we will just add...
Okay. So to this one, you've only done the French seam across the top. You've not done the top stitching with the buttonholes or anything like that you've done on the prototype?
Yeah, no, I haven't done anything like that. So all we're going to do, and there's a little bit of a tip with the buttonholes, so we're going to use our repair and bond.
Repair and bond?
Which we have.
I'll bring that in a minute. Christine says I can ask Alistair this. How wide are all the Alistair fabrics, please?
Right. So all of those are 150 wide.
60 inches. 150, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 inches wide. Okay. Had an email from Caroline. Is it coming up on there? Dear John, what a lovely Sunday surprise. You and Alistair together. You both have exquisite taste and flair, except I don't like Alistair's cardigan. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? I'm loving every minute.
It doesn't say that.
Love this naughty Caroline, it could say anything. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Don't be sending the messages in. Right, this is, just explain what this is.
This is...
Apparently you just gave me, they're just saying the look he just gave you, John Scott.
So,
what is this?
So this is repair and bond. So literally, this is, so if you you can get in a little packet, if you go to the supermarket, you can get, if you want to cheat and hem your trousers.
Oh, like Bondaweb?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is it, but it's actually in a metre version.
And we're selling this, are we? At £2.95 half a metre. It's like cobweb, isn't it?
It is, but this literally is, I mean, this is my new favourite thing. I use this for everything. And also, a nice little thing that you can do with this, for instance, when you're doing the border, now, you have to watch the weight of the fabric that you're using, but for instance, if you actually stick a tiny piece of this in, rather than pinning it, and just quickly press the iron, it just holds it where you want it to be.
So this is, there's glue on both sides of this? This is double-sided?
So this one, for instance, you do not want to put your iron directly on it.
No. Oh,
yes.
So it touches the iron, yeah. Yeah, because it'll stick to your iron straight away, so don't put it, it's not like interfacing where you can put one side down. It's literally sticky on both sides. Is the seed head navy fabric suitable for making a dress or too flimsy? So
no,
the seed
it literally is, literally with this fabric, I mean, you can be as rough as you want with it. It really is a really robust, strong fabric, but it drapes beautifully.
Well, I was about to say, I'm just going to go around there and drape it to show. I have to come around here and show them. Look. Oh, look, it's gorgeous. And do you know what? It'd be lovely to wear in the summer as well, this, wouldn't it? Because it's got that lovely, cool, look, that lovely, I'll just step back so you can see it drape and waft. Look. Now, I'm low in stock on that one, I'm being told. It's lovely, though, isn't it? What dress are you going to make out of it? Let me know what you're going to make out of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's got a lovely stretch to it. It's one of those that's not a, it's like Diane von Furstenberger fabric almost, isn't it, really? So what are you doing? I'm missing what you're doing.
Right, so I'm just adding, so we've got to pretend that we've put, so I would, to start off with, I would put the really long ones on. And the reason for that is because obviously our jacquard is 150 wide anyway.
Yes.
So when you're going all the way over, you might, it's literally edge to edge. So I would put that one on first,
of course,
whereas this one isn't as wide.
Okay. Oh, there was a message, it's disappeared. It was from Kaylee, wasn't it? I am with you, John. I only work in old money. Love Kaylee. Well, it shows our age, doesn't it? So what's she doing? Right,
so we're just attaching onto the bottom.
I think you've gone into like a gathering stitch there.
Oh.
Well, we should sort that out.
Exactly.
Have a look. Oh, you saw. This fabric's good. This is the feathers fabric. 740. It's beautiful, isn't it? Like it's a polyester, but it's like a georgette. It's almost like a georgette. This, isn't it beautiful? The pattern's gorgeous because the pattern's going to be very, very, very flattering. But also the weight of the fabric is just fabulous, isn't it? And also, while we're here, remember the So Special is still available. There was a few still available. You get the recycle the bag to use over and over again, the calico bag, and then so many goodies in it. But you see what I mean? It's like, how much would this cost you in real life? You know what I mean? And then you've got 3 meters of Liberty bias ribbon here. You've got a fat quarter, all cotton poplins and everything. Oh, there's a still there with all the things in it. Look, now it would cost you an awful lot more money, I'm thinking. Well, no, I know. Then you're being off its heads because it's our birthday week is so special. Oh, there's so many of you coming for this. Now, be careful, people, with your baskets. I can't guarantee you're going to get it until you've checked out.
So yes, my bobbin was just getting a little bit agitated there.
What size stitch are you using on this fabric? Do you have to? Is it just a normal?
Well, no, I'm quite naughty in terms of literally. I always use a size 4.
Stitch.
I always use a size 4. When I was on Savile Row, when they were all making waistcoats, they would use on an industrial machine. They would use like between 1 and 2, and I'd be like, if you make a mistake, you're going to be there for 4 hours trying to unpick it.
Also, not just the unpicking, but doing it that small on some fabrics, like on a wool worsted, you're going to split. You know what I mean? It's going to split the fabric, isn't it?
Well, exactly.
It's doing it again, whatever that thing is doing.
Is this bobbin and thread? There it is. Right, so I'll just quickly finish there.
Yeah.
So literally, once you have sewn this down, so you can see that I've slightly overlapped on my edge.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back on itself.
And I'll just get the upstairs camera to look at that for you. There you go.
So I'm going to fold this back on itself, but what I want to do is I want to fold the centimetre seam allowance over, because when this all turns through and when this all goes round the right way, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the edge of here, and I'm going to stitch directly down.
So the reason you overlapped is because you'll stitch across there. So when you literally turn it through, the binding will finish at the exact point it's supposed to finish.
So it should, in theory, it should all just fall in itself.
Oh, it's a pin cushion. I wonder where you suddenly he went into his big bag and came out with 1 pin.
So literally, because I've folded over the centimetre seam allowance, and I'm doing this all on the raw edges.
There you go, perfect.
And then literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all the way down here.
Somebody just messaged in about the machine. We've got the array. It's an Alistair machine, this one, and we've got an array of them all on our website. There's different. There's like lace patterns, and there's zebra, and there's all sorts, aren't there?
gosh, the gremlins have been...
Oh, it's one of those days today, the whole day gremlin. Morning, John and Alistair. I love watching Alistair and his demos. He makes things so simple. How many yards for the kimono from Laurie? Well, you're not listening, Laurie. We said a metre. Sorry, Laurie's one of my regulars, don't worry. We said a metre, but if you want to make it a bit longer, then buy a little bit more or do a bigger. So you need a metre of the chiffon fabric, the Georgette fabric, the polyester Georgette. And we also said a metre of the jacquard, which we haven't got today, but you said it's on your website, isn't it, the jacquard? But if you want to make the border longer, you see, Laurie, you see, if you want this bit here to be a bit longer, then you can do a deeper border. Loving the show as always. Made my first purchase, the lovely Lotus. Sorry, I'll go back to it. Now I've got no. Yeah, the lovely Lotus blue fabric. Oh, sorry, it was Cheryl in Dunoon. Welcome to the family, Cheryl. Welcome to the family. What sewing machine is Alistair using, please? That's one of his own. That's his zebra print one. But if you go to our website, you'll be able to see all the different. Shall we, while we're doing that, let's just show the web. So you go to www.sewingquarter.com. You go to shop. Oh, shop, and then sewing machines. Obviously, all the Eleanor ones we have. Look, oh, I didn't know there was a leopard print one. So there's a pink. Is that pink lace, that one there? So zebra, pink lace, black and white lace, leopard, and there must be one other. What's the other one then? Oh, black lace and black. Is it black and white flowers, that other one? My eyesight's not very good. And remember, oh, and also remember, it's only 1p. If you, whatever you buy all day long. And also remember, every item you buy, your name goes in once to today's raffle, ready for tomorrow's prize. Okay, there it is. So all you have to do is buy one thing, and your name goes in once. You buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 things. Oh, yes, I've got something else here as well. Are you all right? Is it sorted out?
It should be, I hope.
Okay. This is rather, look at this. I know we should, I was about to say make a lovely Christmas gift. I was completely, Mother's Day gift, this would be lovely for, wouldn't it? Yeah, we have Christmas in July, don't we? So, you get a House of Alistair calico bag, very much like the calico bag that you got that in, and then it's full, let me show you. They called it a bobbin bag, but would you call that a bobbin of thread?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? How many metres? Got 200.
Which is 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards of so how many? 1, 2, the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1,000 yards on each one. Now are these cotton?
No, they are high-spun polyester. However, these are all coats cotton. This is literally what I use, and factories up and down the country use.
But it feels like cotton.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? When I trained, we didn't even, I'm making myself even older than I really am, but we never use polyester threads, because polyester threads in the 80s weren't what they are today. They're much when we do, obviously, the Gutermann, but we only use cotton threads, but that feels like a cotton thread, but the strength of a polyester thread. So you get all of, that's not right. Is that right?
Mm. And you get your handy little stowaway calico bag.
But just to get all of those, that makes them £1.59 each. They're more expensive than that in real life. Okay, I'm saying nothing. So now, if you get the bag, do you get these colours, or do you get a variety of colours?
No, so you will get these colours. So for instance, so in this one, you've got your, what I call your sort of like tailoring colours, but then you've got your crafting colours as well.
But when you were saying a minute ago, I was going to ask you, are you quite strict about the colour because a lot of quilters just quilt everything with this kind of biscuity colour and don't change the colour of their thread at all? Or are you one of those who like, oh, it's a red dress, I have to sew in red, it's a blue top, I have to sew in blue?
No, I will choose those colours when I'm making a garment, but for instance, when I'm doing all of my crafting stuff, then I will use literally my go-to sort of calico-y kind of cream colour, and I sew everything with that pretty much, which is literally the one that you see.
Oh yeah, the one you got on there. Yeah. And is that one of these? Is that one of these?
I think that one's
I don't mean this is the colour, it's that thread that's...
Yep. I use this all the time, and I have done. I used to be one of those purists that would only use cotton, or I would use silk if I was doing silk. that went out the window years ago.
But if you're getting the look of cotton, but the strength of the polyester, that's the best of both worlds, isn't it? Yeah,
but I mean, the polyester actually, in some guises, is actually a lot better to use than an actual cotton.
Thread, yeah.
Plus also, it's a pure cotton thread, you'd be hard pushed to actually find it now.
Yeah, no, because when I was thread, they were all Silco threads, and they were all 100% cotton. So okay, let's just see what you're doing there.
Right, so you can see that all I've done is I've made, so I've sewn along here, and this is where we meet the edge.
Yeah.
And then literally, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this through.
Using your scissors to push through. You've not got a Derek the Dobber.
But it's usually...
Oh, you know where my Derek Dobber's kept then?
Thank you very much.
I like your scissors. I think we should sell those scissors. I might tell the buying department. They look like my old-fashioned... I was saying the other day how
Feel how lightweight they are.
Oh, no, because my shears are this big when I first trained to do my pattern cutting, but they're old-fashioned, like they're pig iron, I think they're made out of. They're so heavy. Whereas that's like a really... We'll look into that. We'll look into that. They're nice. Right.
So as you can see, literally, we've sewn this here, and then all we want to be doing is, when you're sewing it back, is that finishes.
But then this means this edge is, and this edge is completely all enclosed, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's all encompassed in the one area. Brilliant. So once you've done that, so we're going to then. I'll just show you on this one to make the actual tie itself.
Yes.
So for instance, what I would do is I would press this in half first, just to give me that edge.
Can you use that jacquard? We haven't got this jacquard, but it's available on his website. Can you use it either side? Or is there a definite right and wrong side?
There is a definite right and wrong. However, it is personal preference. These are all shot linings. So
so you can use either. You can use either side. It's not, because some linings have like the loose threads on one side, don't they? So this is literally whether you want the black or the kind of coffee colour or chocolate colour.
Yeah. So you can use. Some of them are more. How would you say they're more identifiable, that there it is definitely
wrong side.
Yeah. Whereas this one, for instance, this one has a paler or a matter sort of finish, but the one with the more luster is this side.
Okay, got 10 minutes left, so we've got plenty of time.
Okay, so all we're going to do is, so imagine that we've pressed this down.
Yes.
And then what I'm going to do, so to make this tie, I would add 2 sections of this one.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to imagine that we've already got that in play. So I'm going to leave an opening around about 2 inches.
Okay, so you leave an opening in the middle of the belt, not at one end or the other, because you're going to sew up both ends.
Yeah. So I'm just going to whiz all the way down here. And then literally, when I come to the edge, you can mark it with a ruler if you really want to. But to be honest, I just use my eye and...
What seam allowance do you use on
everything that I always do, I always use a centimetre or 3/5 of an inch.
Yeah.
So it really, really depends, really.
Hello, John and Alistair. I'm loving the show. I've been waiting so long for the two of you to work together. I have not been disappointed. Oh, that's nice. That's from Alison. Thank you, Alison.
Well, Alison, we're having serious problems with our threads, Dad. What's going on with that?
Oh, is it doing it again?
It keeps on, yeah, it seems to...
Just while we're going for a break in a minute then, isn't it?
So you can see that I've literally just guesstimated my edge.
Oh, you've done that. You say you've done an old-fashioned pointy end like that. So that's
yes.
Seems to me it's like a ribbon end. Rather than it just going straight across, it's gone on an angle at the end there.
Yeah. So now all I'm going to do is where I've started, I'm now going to do the same to the other side.
Okay.
And literally just do the same.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is an insult or not. Morning, Alistair and John. John, you have been very informative this morning. Do you mean I'm not normally? Thank you, Carol, my love. It's posh Carol. Susan's messaging. Alistair, your fabrics and bags of tools are fabulous. That's from Susan in Somerset.
Good morning, Susan.
The bobbin bag, I'm not surprised half the stock of this is gone already. That's way too affordable. So in there, you get the 10 reels of thread, or the 10 bobbins of thread, and the calico bag, and you get the black ribbon as well.
You do.
Right. There's only 10 of those left once everyone's checked out.
Oh, gosh.
I know. Exactly, it's that busy today. It's fantastic.
So, now that we've sewn this up, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim the excess. Now, with these lightweight fabrics, tradition always says that you would clip it there. I don't bother with that.
No.
If it's that lightweight, if you start clipping there, then, for instance, that seam is just going to end up unraveling and coming out. So you really don't want to do that. So literally, all I'm going to do is just...
you know when you, and you're not going to do this, but if you cut round a curved seam or a one that needs clipping, do you clip them with those big scissors?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No, because literally... yeah.
I feel there's a story coming up.
Well, the thing is, you know when you think something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you think it,
and then it happens.
Yeah.
Like oversleeping when your alarm clocks don't go off. Like
exactly.
That. Yeah.
So, for instance, I had these in one of those bags for life, and I always fling it over my shoulder. And I thought, I was thinking to myself, one of these days I'm going to stab myself. I'm going to do myself some harm. And literally, it went right. It went straight into my side.
Okay, we might not think about buying those though. Well, that's your own fault for slinging it around your back.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Do you need this?
We'll just push this through like this. But I will need it in a second. So literally, all you need to do, because this is so lightweight and so silky, this will
my thumb wouldn't be long enough to do that.
So it just pops out and then it comes out. Yes. And then you can do the same on the other side. And then all you simply need to do with this is you just need to press it flat.
Yep.
And then you pretty much have your tie. Now you can hand finish the opening, or you can just machine.
Are you going to top stitch? Are you going to? You're not going to top stitch the belt, are you? So you can just
I'm not going to. No, I don't top stitch. Everything else I have top stitched.
Yeah.
But the belt I've left plain.
Okay.
So you can see here that literally all you need to do is just push out
the ends out. While you're doing that, I've got some sellouts in the fabrics. Which ones are sold out then, little Paul? Olive leaf in blue has gone. Lotus in blue. Hang on. Lotus. I haven't got lotus in... oh, yeah, the turquoise, you mean, in that blue, that nice deep blue, right? Seed in navy. Oh, the seed... All right, seed in light blue is about to go. And I'm surprised the Japanese are still here. Okay, sorry, Alistair, carry on going. I was just...
So those ones, so you can see now that you've got this opening here.
Yeah.
So all I do is just push the threads in, and literally you just want to press that out, and then you just top stitch that area closed. So for instance, if you're doing a little girl's dress, or if you just wanted to, if you've got, for instance, sometimes when you're cutting fabric and you've got this length, for instance, this could make a nice tie if you wanted to just get your hair out of the way. I don't have that trouble anymore. No. But yeah, so that's a really useful thing. And very quickly then, what did you do with the neckline then? Sorry, I was just showing you that. Right, so the neckline, so this is my little, this will sort of make sense. Right. So, what you need to do, and this is the big tip. So for instance, when you are creating your neckline, just get a scrap of cotton. And obviously, we're going to pretend that this is our kimono. So what I've done here, so I've done this about 17.5 centimetres down. So for instance, it depends on how open you want that neckline to be. And how big your head is, does it? Exactly. Yeah. So for instance, you have to be able to get your head through this. And your hair, too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So literally all I've done, so I've folded a piece of A4 paper in half. Yeah. And that gives me my sort of centre front line. So what I've done here is I have this line here,
you want to look at your bag?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I was having a rummage.
So all I'm going to do is I've marked my centre front, and then I'm just going to...
So this was the 17.5 to this point here, and now you're just creating a shape.
So I'm creating that shape. Now, for instance, you can do a scoop neck or whatever you want. As a rule of thumb, when you come to the back, you always want to drop it. Now, usually on pattern cutting, you drop it about 1 centimetre, but I've done it a little bit severer. So I've actually come...
Is that such a word?
Sort of. So what I've done here is I've dropped it by 3.5 centimetres to get a far more scooped.
Yeah. So this, in effect, you're lying this on the French-themed line, and that's your front of your neck, and this is that right? Am I right?
So now all I'm going to do is I'm now going to fold this back on itself, and I'm going to use this.
So you get exactly the same. I've got it now.
And it's all about personal preference.
Yes.
But what I'm going to do now is now I've done that, I'm just going to...
So now, does that include seam allowance, that line that you've drawn on there, or you just...
No, so I haven't added seam allowance because it's a raw edge. And the reason for that is we're going to bind the whole raw
I see,
edge.
with the bias binding here, yeah. We've only got a minute left, so we'll just cut this out and then that'll be it for this show.
So we've got...
Oh, right, so you've cut the front out. So this is where your seams are. That's your shoulder seam there.
Yeah.
That's your front neckline, and then you've got your paper.
And then you've got your paper for the back. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to imagine that is literally...
Yeah. All you have to just be careful is you don't get a pointy bit there, isn't it, at the end of the back neck?
Yeah, so once you've done that, once you get the hang of it, there really is no sort of real, and that should fit over my bonds. See?
There you go. So if you've got big hair, that's so good. Now you'll be back, oh no, not in an hour, back in 3 minutes. Now we're making a slang kit or something like that in the next hour.
We're doing things with felt, and we're also doing an overlocker.
Are we doing the snuggly blankety thing? Is that in the next hour? Was it all changed? We're doing something. Don't go anywhere. Competition winner straight after the break, and lots of goodies. See you then. Join us on Wednesday, the 7th of February, when we're thrilled to welcome Tula Pink into the Sewing Quarter family with her debut show. Tula Pink's fabric designs are inspired by her love of animals and nature, and she enjoys hiding animal characters in unusual places in her illustrations. Her bold use of colour and patterns makes her fabrics a joy to quilt and sew with. Tula also has her own range of tools to add a special touch to your workroom. Her biggest fans include our own designers Lucy Brennan and Joe Carter. Like many people around the world, they're inspired by her gorgeous fabrics, so we can't wait to reveal these exciting prints and accessories. So join Tula for her Sewing Quarter debut on Wednesday, the 7th of February. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. We're celebrating our birthday this week with 8 amazing competitions, and all you have to do for a chance to win is shop with us at Sewing Quarter. When you make your next purchase at Sewing Quarter from Wednesday the 31st of January until the 7th of February, you'll automatically be entered into our daily prize draw. The amazing prizes change every day and include stunning fat quarters, patterns, books, storage bags and tools. And that's not all. We're finishing the birthday week with a mega bundle of goodies to be won, worth over £700. Everyone who has shopped with us and spent over £30 during our special birthday week will be entered into a draw to win a final prize. An Elna Lotus sewing machine, plus reams of fabric, prim accessories, storage, and so much more. So join us for the celebration from Wednesday the 31st of January on Sewing Quarter and be in with a chance to win. Good luck!
On Monday, Jenny Smith will reveal the new Fruity Friends fabric range from McCall, with a super cute set of tropical cushions designed by Lynn Goldsworthy. The Fruity Friends print include quirky cactus and flamingo designs, plus pineapples, cherries and apples, and coordinating florals and gingham. Jenny will share heaps of ideas on using this new bright and bold fabric. The panels for bunting and cushions are easy to use and great for adding a splash of summer sunshine to your home all year round. So join us at 10 a.m. on Monday the 5th of February for this fun new show with Jenny Smith, only on Sewing Quarter. Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
First of all, I want to say a huge thank you for tuning in and being part of our sewing family. And on that note, happy first birthday, Sewing Quarter.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts. Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.
Wait till you see what's coming up next. It's fantastic. I've just seen it. It's lovely. But before we do that, you know we have a competition every single day. All you have to do to enter is literally buy something. So if you buy one thing, your name goes into the raffle once. And if you buy 10 things, it goes in 10 times. So everybody that buys something today, up until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, because obviously we're on Sky now all the way through the day and all the way through the night, up until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll go into tomorrow's prize, but today's prize is this, right? So somebody in a minute, I'm going to announce your name in a minute, will get that gorgeous K Facet Bold Blooms. That is the most fabulous hardback book. It's like a coffee table book. You're going to get that quilter necklace from Tassie Divine. You're going to get that fantastic bag. I've just seen it out there. And then look at all that K fabric. There's K fabric in there as well. Worth over £50. So the winner of today's competition raffle-y thingy is Jane Burke. Jane Burke, now you've won everything from yesterday. So that's all those Tilde, all those on the picture there. So you get the Tilde, the Love, the Prim Love range. Oh, look, we haven't even seen those scissors with the dotty handles. Oh, they're nice. And the fabric, my favourite pineapple fabric there. All of that worth over £50 will be sent out to you this week, Jane Burke. So if you want me to be reading your name out tomorrow, one of you who buys something today will win today's bundle. Don't forget, we've also got the weekly prize. So if you're up until Tuesday, if you spend £30, your name will also go into the weekly draw. And somebody next Wednesday will win this. That bundle is worth over £700. You get the Lotus sewing machine, you get the scissors, you get the bag, you get all of that goodies. £700. Brilliant. Okay, I won't do the block one now. I'll do the block one later because I want to get back to Alistair and get on because we've got so much to do. Well, he has. We've got so much to do in this coming... Is that right? Oh, no. Check out your baskets. Check out your baskets. Right.
Hello.
Right, what are we doing in this hour? As though we're prepared or anything.
I know. Right, so we're going...
What's that?
Right, so this is our Eastman overlocker.
Right.
So this is the OL 400. Now, so Eastman is a brand, so they're steeped in industrial machines. So they would go to Cambodia and they would set up a jeans factory and they'd build specific machines to do one particular job. Okay. So, but then they've decided to bring all of their know-how into domestic range. So the sewing machine I was using earlier, the zebra print.
Oh, your lace machine.
Yeah,
those machines are
I've
all
designed.
that.
Yeah, so I've designed all of those for Eastman Taylor. Okay. So this one.
I've jumped ahead. Are we going to do this straight away? I mean,
Oh, we can do.
Yeah.
So this. Oh. Whoop, so this overlocker. Now, a lot of people have always said, do I or do I not need an overlocker? And the thing is that yes, you do. And the main purpose for it is, for instance, if you're doing a summer jacket, and you'll know this, if you're just putting in a buggy, it's got no relevance to an actual buggy itself. But for instance, it's just a half lining. So for instance, if you wanted to finish seams off, this is the best way to do it. So, for instance, we always used to cut seam allowance around about 2 centimetres, about 1 inch wide, and then we'd pink and shear it, whereas this allows you to finish all manner of different. So if I'm lining something, then no, I won't use an overlocker because, for instance, there's no friction.
Yes, don't finish the
but
suit.
where there is friction, also, if you're a bit scared and you've never used jersey fabric before, this will open up jersey fabrics and all sorts of things. It's a little bit of a difficult thing in terms of when you're actually using jersey fabrics, you cut everything a lot smaller than you would intend to, because obviously you want that stretch. But this will do all manner of different things. So this is semi-industrial, and it's a 4-thread overlocker. So it's really, really simple. So it's color-coded here, and you have your 4 spools. You also have your easy carry handle here. You have your differential feeds. And it really is really, really, really simple. So for instance, you've got a diagram here. And
just coming into that. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that because it's on the... Oh, there you go. That's down for threading it up.
Yeah, so you've got your diagram there, and that really helps you. Now, for instance, this also does a rolled hem. So, for instance, you have your blade here. Now, to disable the blade is really, really simple. So you just literally pull it out, and literally you turn it down, and then it will just click, and it'll disappear.
So that's the actual, that's the blade?
That's the blade there.
That's the movable blade, yeah.
So I'm just going to pop that back on. So for instance, if we're doing a rolled hem, then we can use, you need to disable the actual blade itself. So for instance...
Yes, because you don't want it cutting anything off if you're doing a rolled hem, because you're literally rolling the fabric, aren't you?
Yeah, so a big tip with overlockers, when you've got your Hoover out in your craft room...
Vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Yes.
One of those. Make sure that... where your overlocker is there, make sure that you open this up and you give it a good old Hoover inside.
Oh, okay.
The main problem is everyone goes, you know, when for instance, you have, it keeps on clogging or what have you. That is the biggest thing with them, is the fact that because when you're cutting, that disperses lots and lots of little fibres, and it's all those fibres start to clog up the machine, and that's when the threads start to also. What I like to do, for instance, if it does start to not work or what have you, all I do is I take all the threads off and I individually thread each one. Yeah. You can use the tying method. So, for instance, if I was to just cut this off and tie it, all you need to make sure is that you, once you've tied it, you actually pull it so that you know that it's actually taut.
Exactly.
The only thing it won't go through is the needles. This is a twin needle.
Yeah. Also, they also say, don't they, like with the overlocker and a sewing machine, don't pull the thread back through that way. You know what I mean? If you think, oh, I don't want black now, I'm going to go on to white, don't pull your threads like that because it drags all the dust and the fibres through your machine. Does this come with a little brush? Does it come with a little... Because we always, at the beginning, when I first started, that was one of my first jobs, is at the end of every day, is you brush down all the inside of your overlocker.
Yeah, so you have a brush. The most important tool with this is you get given a set of tweezers. Now, they're long-arm tweezers, and they're
oh, those ones with the little end
so it's sort of like that.
Yeah.
So, for instance, literally, do not lose those, because that is going to be your
lifesaver.
Yeah, with overlockers. But it's really, really simple to use. So, for instance, the manual it comes with, now, for instance, this is quite a substantial manual, so you can see there's a copy there.
Oh, that's it. You're going to test me.
So, for instance, it shows you lots and lots of different things. So, inside...
I'll show yours.
So, for instance, you get this lovely little carry case. You get some oil. You get some, I call them sort of like sleeves that you put over your... Yeah. So you get those for the... You've got discs to put on the top here. You get a replacement blade. So there's your tweezers.
That's good. You also have to get a replacement blade in the kit with it. That's good.
Yeah. So you get all of these different elements here. And then literally... It talks you through the whole overlocker, and it tells you, so there's your little hair nets there to keep your threads safe. And it talks to you about all the different kinds of fabrics that you might need to use, and also what the differential feeds mean, and when it should be in neutral stitch lengths, all that kind of thing. And it just generally troubleshoots, but it tells you, more importantly, what settings you need for different kinds of fabrics.
Yes. Also, overlockers have changed over the years, because when I first started in theatre, an overlocker was like this monster of a machine that nobody actually knew how it worked or how to thread it. And every time it came unthreaded, we had to get a specialist in. Now they're so much more user-friendly, aren't they? Yeah, so literally it is just plug and play, really. So there isn't much more that you really need to know about. Overlocking, for those who don't know, it's on every piece of clothing you look at. There'll be some overlocking inside it. Whether you've worn a jersey, when you're wearing a sweatshirt, all the insides will be finished off. Because you can use it both to sew seams with and cut off as you go, but also just to finish off a seam, can't you? Just to edge your raw fabric and things. Yeah, so it really is a workhorse. And the thing is, once you've got one, then, for instance, you can actually do a lot of your whole sewing just on this. So, for instance, with the twin needle, it means that you can actually sew your seam. And in actual fact, when you actually try and pull it apart, it's actually really strong seam. So you're cutting out a lot of your, rather than having to bind everything or finish everything in a different way. Oh gosh, theatre costumes, they're all finished off inside with an overlocker. And the other thing is the 4 threads that are across the top, they run out at different speeds, because obviously some of the threads are just doing a straight line. That's the table's too high. That's the. Some just sew a straight line, and others are doing a loop stitch going round and round and round. So I suggest, as you see one of them running out, just swap it with one of the others so they run out evenly. So literally, this, you can see that there. Yeah, you can see that there. Is absolutely beautiful. It's just, it's my first overlocker that I had. Literally, I got in a right kerfuffle with it, because the thing is, it was puckering. It wasn't doing it right, and I was trying all the different things and what it was saying and the thing. Because this is semi-industrial. You're getting all of that sort of industrial sort of like know-how with this machine. Yes, without the fear of it being a big industrial factory machine. Exactly. I mean, those are real monsters. But also, as well, this just allows you, for instance, if you're not the best at cutting out, and let's face it, sometimes we have real sort of like off days. Yes. And for instance, so if I was to cut, like, over-egging it a bit, but just a bit. For instance, if you were to cut out like that, literally. But sometimes when people cut round a pattern, if a pattern hasn't got seam allowance on it, they do go like, oh, that's about 5/8 of an inch, and it is uneven all the way round. This literally, because it's cutting, this just sorts all of those problems out. And it just finishes everything really, really nicely. Have a quick look at that, yep. So it really is really, really nice. So for instance, if you're doing little scent bags, so for instance, you can see here, so that's it overlocked in here, and I'm just going to pull that like this, and you can see that that's a really, really strong seam. So for instance, you could make this entire, say, kimono top, and for instance, if you didn't want to have an actual border on it at all, and you just wanted to play with 4 different colours of thread, you could actually add that as a detail onto the thing. Use it as decorative stitch rather than because you know Paul Clark. I noticed on his either Instagram or Facebook last night, he's obviously found variegated threads or rainbow threads to put on his overlocker. So rather than have 4, if you put 4 different colours on there, then obviously the green will always be there, the blue will always be there. What he's got is threads that just change colour, so he's put overlocking around it, and they're just like a rainbow of threads. Right. In fact, when I was... How much is it, by the way? Oh, $399.99. Brilliant price, brilliant price. It is a really fantastic price. So, for instance, when I was at college, a French girl, she actually did her whole collection,
and everything was overlocked. So it was extremely visible, and it was just this sort of
overlocked on the outside.
Yeah, it was everywhere. So, for instance, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up here, and I'm just going to show everyone how to convert it to doing a rolled hem. A rolled hem. It just means that, for instance, if you had a really voluminous skirt, then it just means that, for instance, rather than having to do a pin hem, you can actually just use this, and it will...
Or if making like a chiffon scarf or something like that, it's quite nice to do a rolled hem on that, isn't it?
So all I'm going to do is you just need to pull out the blade. So that's the first thing we need to...
Please be careful while using touching blades.
Yeah. Now, on here, you'll see that there's this sort of little arm, and literally you want to... it's on N at the moment. You want to put it onto R.
Right, for rolled.
Yeah.
It's all these instructions are in here anyway, aren't they? So if we're going too fast for you now, you get the instructions. Oh, then you put the top back up.
And then you just put the top back up. And then, for instance, on the back, it takes you all... I'll just show you, it takes you all the way through it. So, for instance, if you wanted to add some decorative stitching on here, you just need to minus off some of the actual threads. So what I need to do on this one is I need to take out the left thread. So all I'm doing here is I'm just doing that. Okay. And then once I've got this, rather than it sort of interfering with everything else that I'm doing, what I like to do is I just like to get a little bit of tape.
Oh,
and I just
so you don't take it out completely, you've literally... Can you see that there? It's just there. So just put a bit of sticky tape on.
Yeah, so if I had a little bit of sticky tape, then I'd just stick it there, just so that it's out of the way. But for the purposes of today, I'm just going to pop that over there, because it won't interfere with anything else. If I had left it down there, then it's just... I'm a bit of a... it does suggest that you need to remove the needle, but to be honest, I just leave it in. It's no real harm, really.
Okay, so a rolled hem would be a lighter weight fabric, or one where you've got lots and lots of fabric in the hem and you just need a really tiny hem.
Yep.
Okay, we'll move on to some sewing in a minute. Yeah, we'll just do this. Oh, there's a still. There you go. There's a still. 2 needles and 3 or 4 threads stitcher, equipped with a differential feed adjustable from 1/2 to 2.25. Features electronic control with an easy upper knife release. We've just seen that. Speeds up to 1,300 stitches per minute. Blimey, that's fast. It's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look at the rolled hem and then we'll move on.
So, what it's doing is it's sort of it's taking the selvage, and what it's doing is rolling it underneath.
Yes. So this is why the blade's gone, because we're not cutting anything off with the rolled hem, are we?
We're not cutting anything, and you can see here, it just takes what I would always do. You've always got scraps of fabric from when you've cut out and things like that. Test those first before you go on to the real thing.
if you finish the garment, the hem's the last thing you're going to do, and if you then do it wrong, it's like when I always hate doing buttonholes, because that's the last thing you do on a blouse, isn't it? If you mess up your buttonhole, then your whole cutting of your blouse has gone to pot, hasn't it?
Well, exactly. I mean, for instance, one of the things that a bit of those seam rippers.
Yeah. We've got a lovely one with a light on it.
Well, I wish I had one with a light on when I did this. I did this silk blouse, and I was trying to and I went through the whole front of it, and I had to recut.
You did your buttonhole with the seam ripper? Mm-hmm. Well, that's your own fault then. I've got no sympathy with you. Didn't they teach that at Central St Martin's at Wimbledon? They did.
Oh, no, you see, the thing is, at Central St Martin's, what they did was they literally, we had 4 days of pattern cutting and 3 days machine skills in year 1, and it was like sink or swim, and that was pretty much...
Oh, no. You know what they did at Wimbledon? They used to take on, because it was a private college, used to take on twice as many people as they needed. Didn't tell you this at the interview, and then at the end of the first term, you had to do a display all your items, and they got rid of half of them, and you knew you'd gone because there was a brown envelope on your desk. So I was like, I had never done sewing before anything. I literally went there because my friend Anne said it was good fun and went to lots of parties. So I kind of did this fake display of all my really badly made things. Springs managed to stay on and end up being one of their most successful students, but that's by the by. But it is sink or swim, but then that's good for the real world, because it's sink or swim in the real world, isn't it? Let's do some sewing. Let's do. Oh, sorry, do you want to show that?
Right, so that's your rolled hem, so you can actually see that, for instance, it's much smaller and it's tighter.
Yes.
And it enables you to finish a lot more.
Okay. Right, so what are we going on to next then?
Right,
That's the overlocker, so make sure you check out people who put it in their baskets. Now, I've got a big pile of fleece here, I've got some felts here, I've got some gorgeous wooden templates here, I've got ribbons here. Where are we going to go first? Paul wants to go fleece, is that all right?
Yeah.
I'll just go through the fleece. I'll waft one, but I'll show you the colours. We've got all these different colours here. Red, blue, pink, white, and...
beige.
I hate that word. So I'll waft the red. I'll waft it. It's $9.99. Now this is for a metre. This is for a metre piece.
This is for a metre, so this is different to how you guys normally sell pieces. So, for instance, if you did put 2 in your basket, you will get 2 continuous...
Oh, right, this is different to us. So if you buy... Because this comes from you, it doesn't come from us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you want to buy 2 metres of this, you will get 2 metres in one piece, right? Not like our bundles where if you get... Because when we sell by the half metre, you get as much as you want. But when we sell by a bundle, they don't come to us. So that's a metre piece, right? Mm-hmm. If you get 2 of those, they come as a 2 metre piece, or 3 of those 3 metre. It's lovely, lovely and soft. $9.99 for the metre piece, and it's wide as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 150 wide, and you get a whole metre of that. So, for instance, if you were doing a lap quilt, literally all you need is a metre. And what I do is I get a side plate, dinner plate, and then I just round off the edges, and then I bind the whole thing.
So you use this as a binding, as a backing for a snuggle quilt, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we've got the red, then we've got blue, which is this one. I'm not going to waft them all. Yeah. That's the blue, £9.99 for your metre. Then we've got the very, very soft pale pink there. House of Alistair. Now, what's anti-pill?
Right, so anti-pill. So this is, I always like to bring the, there's normal fleece and then there's anti-pill. Okay. So anti-pill just literally means, for instance, if it has some friction, you know, you get that bobbling.
It doesn't bobble.
It doesn't bobble.
So it's like anti-static when you don't get static. This is anti-bobble. Okay, so then there's white. It's white. Oh, you call that cream? That's white.
Well, you should see the white. The white is really
so it's optical polar white. So, okay, that's the cream, but it's a lovely soft... It's like a snow white, isn't it, that one? And then beige. I wish people would use that word.
You see, the thing is, Natasha renamed... Because I called one of the jacquard linings beige. She can't call it beige, so we renamed it mink.
Mink?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'd say that was...
Biscuit.
Well, little Paul saying camel upstairs. I've never seen a camel that colour. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So that's the fleece. So what are you going to show us? Because you've used that here, haven't you, in this hour?
Yeah. So for instance, so these are so this is the House of Alistair Love Heart template. So these are
good for Valentine's.
Exactly. So this is what I would call our applique templates.
Right.
But these are really, really useful things. Also, what we're using is okay, let's put let's just put our graphics in. So you in this you get 2 hollow ones and the heart from the centre. Yeah, so they're all nesting, so they actually all fit inside one another.
Yeah.
And then, for instance, on this example here, you can see what I've actually done is I've actually taken just one of these templates, and because I've got that cut out, I thought, actually, why don't I just cut that out, and then I've used it as a different
So you've blanket stitched those on, and that's hand appliqued onto the... So you've got the ivory fleece there, and then is that felt, or is that a different coloured fleece you've got there?
So no, that's our felt. So in here you've got this wine colour, which is in this felt bundle here. So this is our rainbow felt.
Okay.
And you can... I've used the wine colour here.
Yes. So that's felt. Am I allowed to unravel that one?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you taking this home, or is this ours?
No, it's yours.
Okay. That's good. So how much is this? So you get a square.
So they're 9 by 9 inches. Now this is the highest. This is all produced in the UK.
Right.
And this is the highest grade British felt. It's amazing. And
it doesn't feel like felt, does it?
Well, it's all acrylic. Now, so, for instance, a lot of people, there are a lot of purists out there that want to use wool felt. However, I use nothing but the acrylic.
Okay.
Because you can actually do a lot, in my opinion, you can actually do a lot more with it. So, for instance, if you're into your die cutting or anything like that, this die cuts beautifully. So, for instance, when I've gone to the factory, this starts off about 1.5 feet tall. And it goes through all these different needle felting machines, and it eventually goes down to about 1 centimetre, and then it's pressed through rollers, and then that's when it becomes 1 millimetre
So
thick.
it's really, really high. You can tell it by feeling it. So you get 20, there it is, you get 20, now why 9-inch squares? What's that relate to?
Nothing really. It's just how it's always been sold. Okay. So, for instance, if you ever went, whenever you used to go to a haberdashery, they would always have craft felt.
Yeah.
And you would either have it in 9 by 9 inches, or it would always come in 12 by 12.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a bit of tradition. So have a quick look at these colours because they're gorgeous. They're the rainbow colours. So now, is it wash? Could you?
Yep. So 40 degrees. So and it's all colour fast as well.
Oh,
because
so that's sometimes you do a cushion, don't you? Put a bit of work on like that, wash it, and then that would all bleed into there. So
so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So that one there, Leanne, John and Alistair, I'd call the beige fleece latte. Great demos as always. He'll send you the check later, Leanne. Right, now, so lots of fleeces going into baskets, lots of felts going into baskets. So that, would you make like a snuggle cushion, or is that, do you think you'd make a bigger quilt kind of, like a snuggle blanket?
Yeah, so if I bought a metre of that, then what I would use is I would use the felt, and I'd cut out just different elements from here. So
from the heart.
Yeah.
Because a metre, actually, because these are metres, if you do want, because you know, you must have met producer Hannah, who works here as well. On a Sunday, she and her housemate, right, Karen, usually hungover, they just sit on the sofa and just vegetate in front of the telly, and then Hannah will be hungover. Was she? She went out last night. This is look. You see, that's plenty, isn't it, for a metre? And then if you've got 2 of you, I'd get 2 metres. But you could be Superman. I just think it's lovely. It's lovely, and it's really, really lovely. If you have one of those days, because a metre, like if I was lying on the sofa, that way up, it's plenty enough to. You know what I'm thinking about? No, I'm not lying on the table again. No, right, okay, so the heart ones are gorgeous. What other shapes have you got?
So we've got oval, we have...
right, let me get these out then. So that's the same heart that we've got there.
So that's the same heart that we've got here.
Right, let's run through these then. Oh, this is nice. Okay, these are the circles.
So for instance, when you're using a plique...
They're definitely circles. Though.
Yeah. So it's really interesting in terms of when you're layering things up. For instance, we cut out multiples of these, and then literally if you put them in a ring, then they become, you can create a Christmas wreath or all sorts of different things.
Yes.
So it's just about using a simple shape, but en masse you can create another
Lots of other things. So this is lovely as well. I can imagine that if you did that. But also what you could do is you cut out different colours from your felt, couldn't you? And create like kind of almost a 60s vibe going on, couldn't you really? So that's the oval one. There you go. It's lovely, isn't it, that one? Okay, $14.99. And what wood is this?
Right, so this is all... this is a hardwood, but it's all from sustainable sources. So, for instance, a lot of people like to have the acrylic versions, whereas this is so lightweight.
Lightweight, yes.
So, if you're going to a lot of classes and things like this, these are so nice and light.
Now, you wouldn't use a rotary cutter with that, would you?
You can do, however, because you're dealing with curves, I would suggest possibly not.
I'm just saying because I like to be open and honest with it. What are these?
Right, so these are our wings.
Oh.
So for instance, if you wanted to be a bit more sort of like so for instance, if you wanted to be more rock and roll, on the heart, if you added some wings
you've stolen that from
underneath.
somewhere, haven't you? I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah.
Can't remember where though.
So literally just adding...
Oh, that's like a tattoo shop. I've seen it in a tattoo shop. Nice, isn't it? But also, my friend Shmoy Mary, she collects everything to do with angels, and she does angel wings all the time. She could make... Yeah, she's got a whole room dedicated to, like, Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely. Paul's laughing, Shmoy Mary. Ignore him. But you could make some really lovely angel wings from that.
Yeah, so for instance, we've got a bell template as well.
Oh, okay,
so,
I'll come to that next, yeah.
So this one, if you added wings onto this...
Oh, yes. This is bell.
And then if you added a circle on the top, then it literally...
If you do what?
So the bell shape here, and then if you add the wings on either side, and then you added a circle on the top, and then one of the ovals, like an ellipse, then it becomes a halo, and then you could create an angel that way.
Oh, so there you go, Shmoy Mary. Right, let me put the wings away. So we're finished with the wings. So that's the bell one there. I just put them in the right bags because I don't want to muddle them all up, that's all. So that's the bell one there. But they're lovely, aren't they? They look lovely as well. Do you know what I mean? It's a lovely gift as well. How many times you say, oh, we just spent £15 on each other, and that's a really, really lovely gift, isn't it? So then I've also got 3 others here.
Yeah, so these ones, so for instance, you've got your hexagon. Now these ones, you can use as applique templates. However, these fit ergonomically with our English paper piecing
charm packs.
Product. So we do. So we have.
Have we done these?
A4.
Have you had these on the show? It's just I haven't done a show with you yet, so I don't know these things. So you've got charm packs in that shape, have you?
No, not charm packs. So what we have is we have our English paper piecing hexagons.
Oh, right, got it.
So this is the size of fabric you would need to cut out to correspond with those.
So that's the hexy. Then this is a penty, isn't it, this one?
Yeah. So,
Pentagon, this one.
So this one with the pentagon, if you use the pentagon and the hexagons, then you can create spheres or balls.
Oh, you mean put them together like that?
So I think you need 20 hexagons and then 12 pentagons, and I think that creates a sphere when you put it all together.
Oh yeah, you don't need to buy 20 of them. That's how many you have to cut out. So, you have to buy one of those and one of those. You have to buy 20 of them because Hayley's blocks like a pentagon, like a chicken house.
Yeah.
The pentagon there. And then this one is this a trapezium?
It is. I didn't name it that. I think
that's the real name.
Yes, no, Natasha.
What did you call it?
I called it half hexagon.
All right. No, it's a trapezium,
and then I came in, and actually, do you know where I was going through the orders, and I was thinking, I don't have anything under that. What's that?
Oh, no, because they'd asked for it.
Because Natasha had renamed it the correct mathematical name.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. So we've done all those. Now,
yes.
At what time is it? Oh, we've got 1/2 past. We haven't got long to go. So what's that? Because this looks so... to put that to one side.
So
no, that one's yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll put that one over that
side.
So what is this? It's brilliant.
Right. So we're going. At Christmas we did a basket. This is literally a basket weave.
Yes.
And so we're going to create our fabric.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use the large heart template. So in the fleece, what I've done is I've cut out the large heart. And then what I've done is I've then...
Oh, it's like a reverse applique.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I've blanket stitched.
Oh, wow.
All the way around the perimeter, and that just holds that in place.
Yes.
And then what I would do is I would then cut that off.
You're going to show us how to make this then?
Yeah.
I'm going to name drop everybody, just so you know. I did a ball gown for Princess Margaret.
Oh.
And the whole bodice... It didn't look as good as that, though. The whole bodice was lattice work of fabric and ribbons. Clang. Jacqueline says, hello, I'm really loving the show. Can I make a jumper from the fleece? And when I wash the material first... Oh, will I wash the material first? What's the best way to do it? For a new shower called Jackie. Right. Yes, now, so, first of all, can you make a jumper out of this? A fleecy top, do you mean?
Fleece, yeah. So, for instance, you could make it sort of like an oversized sort of gilet.
Oh, yeah, you make a gilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be
poncho.
fine.
Make a poncho out of it.
So, for instance, this won't shrink. The only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to put this in the tumble dryer.
No, because I did that with one of my new shirts yesterday. Not one of these, one of my casual shirts yesterday. And I went, day before, and I went to put it on this morning. It was like, what's wrong with this shirt? So wash it in 40 degrees?
40 degrees, and you won't go wrong.
Yeah, you could make a big, oversized, like kind of fleecy thing, and you could do square sleeves. You could put, I don't think you'd want to set sleeves in it. But you could put squared off sleeves in it and everything, a bit like the kimono was earlier. But are the heart shapes made in England, please, Alistair?
Yes, everything is made by either myself in our studio or...
What, these wooden things?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
They're actually laser cut.
Oh,
so
how big's this studio?
It's like the Mary Poppins bag of...
oh, is it?
Of kind of... Well, no, it's actually really small.
But it feels like...
And it
holds a lot.
Yeah.
So this hides underneath the table while something else is on the top, and then when you have to do laser cutting, you bring that out and put something else
But
away.
the thing is, when I first moved into my studio, I could hear my voice echo in it. Now I can't hear anything.
And how many of you are crammed in there then?
Well, for instance, because I'm a designer, we have lots of freelancers that sort of like, and sort of waifs and strays that just all all sort of come in. So we all sort of like have a mini sort of shindig in.
That's nice.
So yeah.
Bridget says, love watching and listening to your stories on a Sunday morning, John. I've ordered the pink fleece from the show. Thank you, from Bridget in Northampton. It's lovely, the pink. Right, so what are you cutting up here? This is a bundle of ribbons, is it?
Yeah, so there's a bundle of ribbons. So what I'm doing, so there's 3 different sizes. So there is the slightly large one, so that's about 38.
Are these organza ribbons?
Yeah, so these are
chiffon. You call them chiffon ribbons.
Yeah, so these are satin edge chiffon ribbon.
Yeah.
And this is just, so for instance, if you've got a ribbon bag at home, which I have, and so for instance, I never throw any of them away.
Yeah.
And literally, you've just got to the stage where you think, actually, am I ever going to do anything with those? This is the ideal project for something.
It doesn't have to be chiffon ribbons. It can be satin ribbons. It can be polyester ribbons. It can be any of the ribbons you've got in your block.
Absolutely anything.
So what? Hang on, what do you get in this bundle then for $9.49? It's just not just, there's loads.
So you get 3 different sizes, 2 colours,
right,
and you get 2 meters of each one.
Okay, so you get 3 of that width. No, how many? What meters?
So you get 2 meters of the cream and the red.
In that width.
In that width.
Yeah.
Then you get the medium width, and then you've got the smaller width.
The narrow width. And you get how much of each one?
Each one's 2 meters.
2 of that and 2 of that, or 1 of that and 1 of that.
No, 2
of that, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 meters. Of, 12 meter ribbon for £9 and it's beautiful chiffon ribbon. Okay, let's get on with the.
Right. So, what you need is you need a any scrap of fabric that you've got lying around.
Is that just like a cotton? That's just a cotton.
Yeah. So and all I'm simply going to do is I'm just going to pin. So I've started with the widest ribbon, then I've gone to the medium, then to the small. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pin.
So you're going in a regular large, medium, small, large, medium, small.
Yeah, so I'm just keeping it regimented in that sort of sense.
I had a wooden floor put down in one of my bedrooms, and they said, why don't you try this and mix and match them? So I mix and match them. I said, I'll just put them random. I hate it. I want it uniformed. Oh, hello, Norma, my love. Good morning, John and Alistair. Having a great time watching you both. Thank you, Norma. It was worth the wait, wasn't it, Norma?
God, do you know, I had that stomach flu that was going around, and it literally can't seem to shift it.
Thanks. It's gone now.
It has gone. It's just I'm a bit sort of sniffly.
I'm very sniffly at the moment as well.
Right. So you have your what we call your weft and your warp.
Yeah, now, weft and warp, right?
Yep.
How do you know the difference? Yeah, the weft goes left and the warp goes warp.
I've never heard that before.
No, I'm not surprised. No, and you won't be using that one in your workshops, will you?
No, I will probably, I'll probably be glared at if I...
well, is that where you learned to glare from your class? Because you gave me such a glare earlier when I mentioned your cards.
No, that's years of mastering when I used to work in luxury retail like Liberty and things like that. When we used to have customers coming in, and we used to call...
We're not going to mention any names, are we?
No, we're not. And it used to be sort of like word association, because I always thought the posher you are, the less P's and Q's you actually use. So we would have ladies coming upstairs in this lovely store, and they would go, shoes!
Yes.
And we'd go, bags.
Good.
And it would just be, but...
I used to work in a shop called Branchester when I was a Saturday boy at school, and it was very close to Wales, and a lot of the customers, if they wanted to complain about us to each other. They'd speak in Welsh, but I worked with a boy called Kerry who was Welsh, so he'd wait for them to do their whole thing in Welsh and then start speaking Welsh back to them. Not that I've got anything against the Welsh, because my first job was at Theatr Glwyd in North Wales and I loved it there. Okay, so you just literally...
So literally all you're doing, so for instance, this is great. So if you've got, so for instance, most people, if they were wrapping a present, they would throw that length away.
Yes.
But you don't really need to.
Or if you're doing a project, sometimes you get to the end and you just chop it off and then that's it, isn't it, really?
Yeah, so what I'm doing here, so I'm doing the opposite of what I've just done. So for instance, I've come across this one, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go under.
Yeah. Are you still staying in, are you doing regimented with the cream as well then, like fat, medium and thin?
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just keeping it so that it just all matches up. So whatever I've done, I'm just doing the reverse.
Yes.
And then literally...
And you've kept the ends of these ones, the weft. The weft is pinned into place, but you... Hang on, what's the left is... Warp. The warp is just loose in there.
Yeah, so all you're doing is you're just weaving them all so that they're all in sequence, and you just keep up the repetition. Sometimes as well, I've just done it really, really random, and what it does is you're actually then creating a completely different texture because you've got all different sort of widths. And for instance, you'll start to see, for instance, interesting areas like that starting to appear, and it will start to match.
But also what's creating an even bigger impact in this is that your ribbons have got the kind of satin binding on them. So not only have you got the chiffony bits, you've also got the stripes in there as well. So that's creating even another depth to it, isn't it?
Yeah. So all we're doing is we're just making sure that everything matches. And you just keep on continuing. So for instance, on this, we're going to use the repair and bond. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a layer of the repair and bond over this, and then we're going to put another layer of cotton on top, and that is how you create your fabric.
Okay. Yes, because what I did with the dress I did is I fitted it, so I had all my body shapes, and then I laid ribbons on top of the body shapes. It was taffeta underneath, and I laid the ribbons on top of the taffeta. So I didn't make fabric and then cut the bodice out of that. I'd already got the pieces and then laid the fabrics onto there. I've got another message. Hello, John, it's Mandy. Loving the show. Weft goes from weft to white. That's a good one. Weft goes from weft to right. Oh.
So just do a couple more.
Yeah, I was going to say. How many minutes have I got left? 8 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's flying by, isn't it?
Right, if you'd like to get the iron.
Oh, yes. You soon made yourself at home, didn't you? Can I also point out there's another ribbon bundle there, which we haven't shown you, which you could do the same thing with. Is that right, yes? Got satin ribbons in the red, the green and the white. Is that just in 2 sizes, the red, green, and white?
So this one is slightly different. So we've got three different widths, but you've got 3 colours. So you've got red, green and white.
Right, okay. So 3 different widths?
Yes, so you get 18 metres, I think, in total.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. There's the one in there. Yeah, there's the other one in there. So 3 different widths there, the wider, the medium and the thin. So you get red, white and green. Red, white and green. And how much do you get? 18 metres, did you say? 18 metres in there for 8 nights. That's brilliant. Right.
So with this, you have to be a little bit cautious, because whatever it is, it will end up, it will stick.
Yes.
So
you never do it like a violin or a bond rubber. You'd never put your iron here, would you? You've got to have another layer.
No. So for instance, there's a little bit that's coming over here. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and the reason for that is that I'm not wanting it to actually stick to this part of the cotton.
Oh, you only want it to be on the ribbons?
Yeah. So now I'm just going to, and also make sure if you have little scraps like that, just make sure they're out of the way when you come to use the iron.
Yeah. Talking from experience now.
I am. A lot of experience.
Of going wrong, you mean?
Yes, it's all gone. I've literally had things stick where you don't want them to stick.
Exactly. We've all had that, haven't we?
So literally you can see it really is super, super, super quick and super fast.
You sell that, don't you? We've got that for sale today.
Mm.
And how does that come? Is that by the metre or the half metre, little Paul?
So that, I think, is about half metre.
Half metre. We'll check now. The the bonding. I don't remember what it's called. What's it called?
Bond and repair.
Bond and repair. The cobweb fabric, I'd call it.
Yes. So we're just going to take out our pins.
Oh, there you go. £2.99 for half a metre.
And you can see that.
Oh, I see. So the fabric that you laid it out on first of all just became like a pressing cloth. It's not going to be attached to that in the end.
And then literally you've then created your fabric.
So that's literally just stuck on there with the bond and what's it?
Yep. So then, when it comes to using the templates.
So this is the fleece.
So this is the fleece. So if I was to...
There was a lovely message there that I was just about to read. I was going to say, read that, it's a nice message for Alistair. Leslie from Shropshire says, morning, John. Lovely to see you and Alistair together at last. I knew it would be fun with you both. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Good morning. Wonderful, fantastic show today from Nanny Carol. So what are you doing?
Right, so I'm just using a pencil just to go around the outside.
Yeah.
Now with this, so you can see that I just want to just mark it.
Yeah. Sorry, did you go around the outside? So it was the biggest heart possible, yeah?
So the biggest heart possible. So for instance, if I was doing this applique, then I'd go around the outside and then I'd go in the inner side.
Yes. Yeah.
So the best thing I can say about doing any applique is do not use ginormous scissors. The smallest snips that you can. I know it takes a little bit longer, but in actual fact, these are tiny, but it's like polar opposites.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You've got these ones and you've got these ones. So for instance, I just snip to make a little hole.
Yeah.
And then literally, because you're doing really small cuts, what happens is that your line becomes neater. Because you're not actually, because if you were doing larger cuts, then you start to see imperfections, whereas because you're using small snips.
My life, that. Full of imperfections. So now, do you have to be careful not to stretch the fleece?
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, if you were really pulling it, then it would distort. But
it's not like, because you're cutting on the bias, it's almost like a felt, isn't it? It's not like when you cut felt on the bias. Fabulous all-boy show today. Lots of wit and wisdom. Lots from Rosemary and Warwick. Janis isn't a boy. I'll get another letter of complaint. I called Janis the old bag because she was making bags, right? But we're old mates, you see. It'd be like you and Natasha bantering, you know what I mean? Because you've known Natasha for years, haven't you? And anyway, a lady complained. Said I'd called her an old bag and it was very disrespectful. Janis came on air and went to apologise. Well, I am an old bag. You know, and said, but it's like all of us here, and hopefully Alistair will become a good friend as well. We've already insulted each other quite a few times, haven't we? A message from who, sorry?
Some more than
Therese.
others.
What did you just say?
Some more than others.
Could you not wear red next time?
What's wrong with red?
And what?
What's wrong with red?
No, because we've both got red on. If you'd been here on time, I could have changed my shirt. Anyway, who said what? Therese said, is John going to... Yes, Therese, I'm going to show it. Don't worry. I promise I'll show it in the 11 o'clock. Oh, you know what? She's waiting since 8 o'clock for that. In 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing you the fabric.
Right. So, literally, you can see... So, for instance, that you can see that there's tiny little imperfections. But, literally, once...
So you put this fabric, or that fabric... behind your heart. Is that the next stage?
Yep, so you just place this on. So for instance, you need to, I always put it on a diagonal.
Oh, okay.
Just so that it gives a bit more of a dimension. Plus also, this means that this will go a lot further. So once you've created this, then it means that you're not having to use. And what I do is I put a basting stitch just to hold all the fabrics in place.
Oh, okay.
I put that round there, and then I start the blanket stitching. And then the blanket stitch then rectifies any tiny little...
Exactly, because you create a little scallop effect with that.
Exactly.
Could you use the blanket stitch on a machine, or is it not big enough, do you think?
I would suggest, I would say no. I'm not a big fan of doing things like that on the machine.
No.
It's just my personal preference. I don't get on with that, but there's other people who master.
Oh yes, it depends on what you do enjoy. Right, we're out of time. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you got here because it's been fantastic. It's been good. Do you know when you're in next?
I am definitely next month.
Definitely next month.
Definitely next month. I've got a trade show, so I'll be seeing everyone there.
What trade show's that one?
So we're doing the spring knitting and stitching.
Is that the one at
Olympia in London?
Oh, I'm there on the Saturday. I'll see you there. Thank you ever so much. I've got to go, but thank you ever so much for putting up with me. Right, very quickly. Just a few minutes to recap now. Today's flown by, hasn't it? Right, so are we going to do the fabrics first then? Okay, right, now there was some confusion in the first hour, so we're now going to do the right names with the right fabrics. Is that right? Okay. That's not turquoise. Wait, what's the other one called? No, this is ivory. Yeah, it's bouquet, but that's ivory and that's turquoise, isn't it? So it's ivory first. Ivory bouquet. I love this one. Ivory bouquet fabric, £5.99 for half a metre. I love it. Let me waft it very quickly. This reminds me of my nan. In a good way. Look, half a metre, £5.99. Isn't that lovely? So that's ivory bouquet. Okay. Lots of that without the basket. Then we've got bouquet in the, is it turquoise? Did you say? Oh, yeah, there. That's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I love the ivory, but I do love, they're very wedding. Are you going to make yourself a frock for a wedding? That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? £5.99 for half a metre. That's turquoise bouquet. Katie Jane. Then I've also got the bouquet in red. Oh, now that, isn't it funny? It's exactly the same fabric. Shh. Making all that noise. I'm busy. Some of you are finished. I've still got to work. A brand new today, this is, isn't it lovely? Doesn't it tell a different story, though? Completely different. That's very Tilda-esque, I'd say, that one, isn't it? Oh, now that's the most popular one out of everything, apparently. Right, then this one. This is called a toile, from toile de joie. It means something of fun, doesn't it, or something like that. Isn't that lovely? That looks very French, doesn't it? That's in the red, Louis XIV, I'm thinking. Okay, that fabric also comes in, I don't know why I'm wafting it over there, because I'm going to have to go there in a minute. This one is the same fabric in turquoise. It's nice, isn't it? That's got that lovely vintagey, fadey feel, hasn't it? £5.99. Then I've got the ditsy print in the blue, or is it turquoise? Turquoise ditsy floral. Oh, it might not be called ditsy because they have a ditsy one. Hang on, let me go. Just floral. That one's just floral. Katie Jane turquoise floral, £5.99. Okay, then I've got the same fabric in the, now I think they call it pink, but I'll just double check. They call it pink. It's very red, but it's, there you go. There's pink in there as well. Katie Jane pink floral. Oh, got ages yet. Right, then we've got this one. Now, this one comes in two colourways. Turquoise. Multi-floral turquoise. £5.99 for half a metre. Remember, if you want, before, I used to say if you want more than a metre and a half, you need to ring the call centre. You don't anymore. You can just buy it on the web now. Ivory, this is nice, isn't it? Now, I quite like that one with the very first bouquet one. They'd look nice together, wouldn't they? $5.99 for half a metre. Okay. Then I've got this one. Now, this is called wreath, I think, this one, or garland, or something like that, isn't it? Garland. Oh, look, from a distance it's nice as well, isn't it? Bit magic eye, that one, isn't it? That's lovely. Do you know what that would look nice? If you've made a lovely frock in either the green or the red, then you could make a belt or the cuffs or something out of that. Would be nice. $5.99. Then last two, I've got this. I think this is one's called Ditsy. This is Ditsy in turquoise. Okay, and then I've also got Ditsy in green, which is this one. Now, what I should have told you beforehand, that's nice, and I like that one. It's like a pea green, that one. Now, what I should have told you beforehand was we also have a mega bundle where you can get half a metre of all of these fabrics all together. I mean, obviously you can buy them as and when you want, but if you just wanted half a metre of each of these fabrics, then how gorgeous would these be? £71.49, total of 6 metres, 12 fabrics, half a metre of each one. Look, aren't they lovely? Looky, looky, look, look. Don't they look fabulous together? There you go, Bruno's still. I'm busy running around doing it here. It's a still there. Okay, half a metre of each fabric. And half a metre of each fabric. Aren't they lovely? Don't they go together beautifully? I mean, are you going to use them all together or are you going to use them separately? £71.49 for 6 metres of brand new designer fabric. Now, the thing is, you know what I'd do? Do you know what I'd be tempted to do? Is if you bought half a metre of each of them, then you'll be entered into the draw 12 times. Whereas if you buy the mega bundle, you're only going once. Just saying. Just saying. Right, now. This is a special deal. Oh, it's going to finish. It's Sunday, so it's going to finish. It's going to finish at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll finish at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The Elna 680, you get this cover, the semi-hard cover with it. The Elna 680 always sells for £999. Always £999, which is a brilliant price, which is a fantastic price. However, if you buy this today for £999, we will also throw in a Bargello quilt kit bundle. What you get is you get the instructions for the Bargello, which I haven't got. The instructions for the Bargello, you get the thread, you get the wadding, and you get 6.5 metres of the pastel Bargello kit. Now, we didn't make the Bargello kit the other day, but it sold out so quickly, we just thought we'd bring it back straight away. So if you want to get all of that and make, well, you can think of it as a saving of £57.98, or you can think of it as a free gift of £57.98. Only until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is Monday morning, or until stocks run out. Now, should we have a quick look at tomorrow's menu? Only got 40 seconds. There we go. Coming up tomorrow with me, John Scott. Yes, I'm in again. Second quarter birthday week. 8 o'clock is Jenny's. Oh, that's Jenny Smith. Jenny Smith doing her Hepworth apron. 9 o'clock, Sashko Birds collection with Jennifer Taylor, spelt Jennifer incorrectly. 10 o'clock, Fruity Friends collection. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. And then 11 o'clock, we've got Sevenbury Sashko designs. We will get Jennifer's name spelt correctly for tomorrow. Thanks ever so much for your company. Thanks for Alistair for putting up with me. Thank you for Janis, who is not an old bag. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
On Monday, Jenny Smith will reveal the new Fruity Friends fabric range from McCall, with a super cute set of tropical cushions designed by Lynn Goldsworthy. The Fruity Friends print include quirky cactus and flamingo designs, plus pineapples, cherries and apples, and coordinating florals and gingham. Jenny will share heaps of ideas on using this new bright and bold fabric. The panels for bunting and cushions are easy to use and great for adding a splash of summer sunshine to your home all year round. So join us at 10 AM on Monday the 5th of February for this fun new show with Jenny Smith, only on Sewing Quarter. Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.